Welcome to Republic Tiger Sports Playoff Basketball. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by C&H Plants, open for the spring on April 9th. Family Safe Storm Shelters. For peace of mind, call Family Safe. By Yokomo Automotive, full-service auto repair in Republic since 1986. By Republic Animal Hospital, Republic's newest veterinary clinic now open next to McAllister's. Agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore, making your dreams come true through the world of travel. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. Mid-Missouri Bank, featuring their no-wait debit card. Chris Yoakum, State Farm Insurance, get to a better state. Crossbreed Holsters, Empire Bank, teamwork pays on and off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Zequiota Fitness, now offering specialized high school athlete training. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel, life is a race, be comfortable. And by Bears All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. And now, Republic Tiger Sports Playoff Basketball.
Alongside Lady Tigers coach Chris Flood as we prepare for the state quarterfinals against Marshfield. And before we start talking about Marshfield, I just want to kind of talk about this team and the progress that they've made. Early in the season, had a loss against Hillcrest and didn't look very good. Didn't look very good against Kickapoo. At that point, did you have any idea? I know you knew they had talent, but they'd be at this level.
You know, to be honest, no. Like I said, just coming into this year, having to replace, you know, we've talked about having to replace all the starters and stuff, and you know, they had really good chemistry in the summer and things like that. But it's just been, I think, just a matter of being patient. Granted, they've been in the system and been in the program, you know, for some of them just a couple years, but it took time for not just the players. I think myself and the coaching staff, you know, to figure out roles for sure. You know, we had an idea and they had an idea at the beginning, but then it was just a matter of getting out and playing some games and eventually figuring you know, things out. And I think by you know, by January we had established you know, a rotation, what was going to be expected of the kids, and obviously they've adjusted. We've really put together, I feel like, a really good month and a half as far as playing, you know, playing well, and you know, at times, you know, really having great games. But you know, like I said, it's been a work in progress, and they've adapted extremely well.
How have you had to adjust? How's the approach different from last year having 5 seniors in the starting lineup to them this year? As a coach, what have you had to do differently?
Well, you know, definitely, I think definitely having to establish your leaders, who's going to be the leaders. That's always important, especially in team sports. You know, having that, not just being a vocal leader, but I think leading with their actions, and you know, not just on the court but off the court too. I think that's the key. And like I said, this group is, to me, I think they all get along. You know, we have a good group of seniors, and they've really adjusted well. And like I said, they're good character kids, and I know it's, you know, at times it's probably been hard on them, just the fact they haven't saw the floor very much, and with us playing so many young kids. But you know, it takes time too. It took time for me to, you know, kind of figure out how to approach these kids. There's kids that you can just hammer and get on and yell and scream at them, and then there's groups where, you know, it has to be a little more, you know, pat on the back, and it's taken me time to adjust and try to figure them out as far as mentally how to approach them. And but like I said, it really is it's really come together, and we're not just happy to be where we're at. We're going in with the expectation of winning the game and getting to Columbia. There's no more of this saying we're a young team. They've come together, and I think they have all the capability in the world of winning this game.
This is a team you've played before in Marshfield. You were at their place, and anytime you talk about Marshfield this year, it's Lauren Aldridge is where it starts. Can you talk about her and what you need to do to to kind of keep her in check?
We're approaching her a lot like we approached the Borgia kid the other night, in the web game. But I think the difference, like we've talked about, the difference with Aldridge compared to Burgess is Aldridge is she's a better facilitator as far as getting the other players around her involved, and we emphasize the fact that she's not necessarily if she penetrates or if the ball's in her hands that she's automatically going to take the shot. She will, like I said, she will do a good job of getting in there and penetrating and maybe pitching it back out to another kid for a better look than maybe she was going to have. And I think that will be a huge key tomorrow is, the fact, can we maintain some of those other role players around Aldridge? I think she will do everything that she can to try and win the game on her own, and she proved that the other night against Borgia. The scouting we had on her, she literally just took the game over on herself, and she's capable of doing that. But like I said, I think a big key tomorrow will be, can we contain McKenna Smith? Can we contain the Greenlee kid? If they get double digits scoring, some of those kids, then it could be a really hard game to win. As
you've looked back at that first game with Marshfield, what did they do especially well that maybe hurt you, and what have you done to address those things?
They really hurt. I thought they hurt us defensively. They are, like I told the kids, I think they are one of the best teams that I've watched that defend away from the ball. When their man doesn't have the ball in their hands, they do an extremely good job of contesting and making it. They can disrupt your offense. And we had a hard time scoring. We got caught standing a lot. So we've emphasized today, practice as far as moving without the ball, and they switch on every screen, and it can disrupt the flow of an offense if you don't watch. So we really talked about that, and then we emphasized that we can't fall asleep on other players defensively. So I think that'll be a big key. They can score a lot of points, but normally their games end up around they hold teams to about 45 and lower points wise. So it's hard to score. So I think that we'll have to make sure we have good possessions and not try to get too much of a hurry. But we need to be more aggressive this time around, I think, and try to get off to a better start. That first time around we really dug a hole, and we're not playing well at the time, and just fought back that day and had a chance to send. We didn't get to overtime. We had a chance to send it to overtime, but we unfortunately missed a free throw there, and then had a decent look, not a great look. It'd have been a heave if she'd have made it, but hopefully we just do things better offensively. Hopefully we're a little more aggressive.
Republican Marshfield, two of the best programs in the area. It's always fun when you get to this time in the playoffs. This isn't the first time that Republican Marshfield have met in the playoffs. Have you talked to the girls about that? Are they aware of it?
I've been involved in a couple of meetings at this level, at the quarterfinal level, and unfortunately I was an assistant one time, and they beat us when we had a really good team. And then was the head coach one year, and we had when we had Amanda Newton and Kelsey Locke in that group, and we were really on a roll at that time, and they got us that time too. They always seem to have at least one kid that just really stands out, but I think one thing that they've done consistently is they are very balanced. Those kids, I don't know if the kids I have now, if they remember that rivalry, how it was when when they had to I remember when they had to set up the cafeteria in a big screen TV because the gym was going to be sold out for that girls game. But I think they probably remember it a little bit, but I think overall it's a new group of kids, and they probably just don't how it has been or how it was back probably at least 10 or 15 years ago.
I dated myself with that question, didn't I? All right, good luck.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
I want to take a few moments to thank some sponsors on tonight's broadcast. All of these sponsors tonight have made these broadcasts throughout the playoffs possible. C&H Plants opening day is April 9th. You'll find C&H Plants open on PP Highway Monday, Wednesday, and Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5, and at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays as well. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic, 732-SAFE, or online at familysafemo.com. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel is offering a discount for our listeners. If you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, that's chicks, C-H-I-C-S, runningchicks.com, you'll get 10% off your order of shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more, and a portion of their proceeds always go to the great organization Girls on the Run. Life is a race. Be comfortable. Welcome to Bolivar, Missouri, campus of Southwest Baptist University, as the Lady Tigers get set to take on the Marshfield Lady Jays, two of the most storied girls basketball programs in Missouri, and they'll square off in the state quarterfinals. A day of back-to-back orange and black. The Lady Tigers on the court now. They'll be followed by the Tigers after this one as they meet St. Francis Borgia. Both of them looking to punch their ticket to a trip to Columbia for the state Final Four coming up next weekend. Joined by Roger Wheeler here. And Roger, these are two teams that have had some great ones. They've met twice, as you heard Chris Flood say, in the quarterfinals since he's been at Republic. Marshfield won both of those. Republic looks to turn the tide in this one.
Is there two teams that maybe mirror each other any more than these two teams do? With a 1-point game that happened earlier in the season being the one time they saw each other where Marshfield won that game. I don't know if a situation that creates any more of an even situation, even playing field for two teams in a state quarterfinal game, same conference, playing against each other. They know each other really well. It's electric in here. It's like the night before Christmas,
Yeah, and we talked about this arena as compared to Drury, where they played last year. The boys played, or even at Rolla, where there have been some quarterfinal games before. This one, the fans are right up on you, right above the court, looking down on the court, and almost reminiscent of the pit, only bigger at Springfield Central. So a great atmosphere in here, and both teams ready to go. A little interesting in the pregame as they had to wait until 15 minutes before game time to get out on the court. So we'll see. They were both kind of chilling in the locker room for about half hour, 45 minutes, couldn't come out and loosen up. And they got on the court exactly 15 minutes before tip-off, both out there right now. We're a little over 3 minutes away from scheduled tip-off in the state quarterfinals. We'll be back to give you starting lineups after this.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Sequiota Fitness, owned by Republic's Chris and Emily Nowlin, is Springfield's new group fitness studio. And they offer specialized high school athlete training now to pair young athletes with the exercises that will help them most in their chosen sport. It's really pretty cool. They're across from Sequiota Park, and you can call to learn more at 693-6505. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, and they come with a lifetime warranty and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Check them out online at crossbreedholsters.com. At Bear's All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. 50 different burgers, 21 wing sauces, rattle-your-soul appetizers, and 4 full pages of tantalizing American fare will toast your hankering for a good meal. That's Bear's All-American Sports Grill in Republic. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Teamwork always pays, whether you're on or off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Online and mobile banking, home and commercial loans, insurance, investments, business services, and more. Talk to Renee Rogers in Republic for more information or visit them on the web at empirebank.com. Flea, tick, and heartworm season is upon us. Is your pet protected? Come see us at Republic Animal Hospital for personalized treatment plans. Now open next to McAllister's in Republic. That's Republic Animal Hospital. Yoakum Automotive has been a staple in Republic since 1986. They're a full-service repair facility. They have shuttle service if you need to get to work, and they're now offering $5 off an oil change if the Tigers win tonight. Just mention the Tiger discount when you go in. You can find them online at yoakumautomotive.com. CNH Plants has a full line of bedding plants, vegetable starts, garden seed, hanging baskets, a huge selection of perennials, and roses including knockouts. On PP Highway just west of Republic, you'll find Sherry there Monday, Wednesday, Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. Also at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic. That's 732-SAFE or online at familysafemo.com. Welcome back to Bolivar, where the Lady Tigers and Lady Jays get set to square off in the state quarterfinals. Just about ready for the starting lineups to be introduced, and we'll go over them for you right here. First of all, for the Lady Jays of Marshfield, coached by Shelley Jones, they are 24-5, and they got the better of the Lady Tigers earlier this season by 1 point at Marshfield, as they barely squeaked one out. Leading away for Marshfield is Lauren Aldridge, a 5'7" senior who took over the game in the state sectionals and helped make sure that Marshfield was here as they knocked off a pesky Borgia team. Peyton Greenlee, a 5'11" sophomore at forward. McKenna Smith, a 5'7" junior at guard. Another guard, Allison Van Diglen, a 5'7" senior. And in the middle, Sammy French, a 6'2" junior, starting for Marshfield. For Republic, 25-5, coached by Chris Flood. They've been playing very well down the stretch, and we'll see how much they've improved since they took on Marshfield at Marshfield in January. Leading the point and leading the offense for the Lady Tigers, Jade Sawyer in one guard. Michaela Shanks will be shooting from the outside, a key offensive weapon for the Lady Tigers, and Micah Mansker as well. On the inside, Brooke Stanfield, who has gradually picked up more and more of an offensive role for the Lady Tigers as the season has gone on. And also on the inside, Corey Taylor. So 3 juniors, Mansker, Shanks, and Taylor, and 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers. Greenlee, a sophomore. Aldridge, a senior. Van Diglen, a senior. So 2 seniors in the starting lineup for Marshfield. Sammy French, a junior. McKenna Smith, a junior. And the sophomore Greenlee rounding out the starting lineup. You heard Chris Flood in the pregame show talking about the fact that he needs his team to have a better start than they did at Marshfield. That was a Saturday game. The Lady Tigers Saturday afternoon came out a little bit flat, didn't play especially well. I don't expect that they will come out flat today. If anything, We'll have to see whether nerves play a role for either one of these teams. The Lady Tigers a little bit younger, but of course they have been there before. Even with juniors and sophomores in the lineup, they've been in big games. And Marshfield with a little more experience, and Lauren Aldridge, the senior, is going to be someone to keep an eye on. Both teams on the court just about ready to tip off. Sammy French will tip against Brooke Stanfield. And here we go. State quarterfinals just about to begin. Ball in the air. Tip is controlled by Jade Sawyer of Republic. And the Lady Tigers have the ball first. Sawyer has it near side. Dribbles to the giant Bearcat logo, midcourt. Comes near side to Shanks. They swing it far side around the arc. Stanfield has it. Bounces it this side to Mansker. Mansker dribbles to the top of the key. Runs into a defender. Backs out. Passes to Stanfield. Stanfield drives near baseline and pulls it back out. Comes to Shanks. Shanks spins around. Goes to Sawyer. Sawyer drives right baseline. Pulls it back out again. Probing the defense. Looking for an opening. A half minute in. Skip pass to Stanfield. She drives baseline. Puts it up. Off balance. And it's partially blocked. And Sammy French comes away with it. Now Sawyer almost with a steal. But it's picked up by Marshfield. They've got the ball for the first time. And Aldridge has it. Aldridge working against Sawyer. Comes top of the key to McKenna Smith, and now they swing it near side. Smith to the free throw line. They go down low to French. 5-footer away, no good. A little bit too long, and Stanfield with a weak side rebound. Stanfield to Sawyer, and she'll walk it up court. Still no score. A minute and 10 seconds into this state quarterfinal game. Sawyer to Shanks. Shanks, ball above the head, comes near side to Stanfield along the sideline. Dumps it down low to Taylor. On the left block, turnaround, no good. And rebound pulled down there by Marshfield. Long outlet pass to Van Diglen. Goes all the way, up and in, and she's fouled by Stanfield. So Van Diglen gets the Lady Jays on the board and gives them a 2-0 lead, and will have a chance to make it 3. Van Diglen released and got way ahead of the defense, took the pass and put it in. And not really a good foul by Stanfield there, as she was not going to stop the shot from going in. And at the free throw line, Van Diglen sends it on its way, swish. 3-0 lead for Marshfield. Here come the Lady Tigers. Sawyer rushes it across the timeline, drives to the free throw line, hands it off to Mansker. Mansker dribbles, far side to Stanfield. Stanfield in the corner, tries to bounce it down low to Taylor, kicked out of bounds by Marshfield's Peyton Greenlee. Inbounding right of the bucket is Mansker. Lobs it into Taylor at the free throw line. To Mansker, who comes around to pick inside. Banks it home. Nice move by Mansker. She's got 2, and it's 3-2 Marshfield. 6:05 left to go in the first. Far side, Greenlee has it. Greenlee drives to the free throw line. Gets it off to Aldridge. Aldridge, top of the key, dumps it down low to French. Turnaround jumper, no good. Good defense by Tori Taylor. Gets the rebound, gets it off to Mansker. Mansker back to Sawyer. Sawyer tracks it down on the sideline, crosses the timeline. Down in the corner to Shanks. Shanks guarded by Van Diglen. Looks inside, can't find anybody, and dribbles it back out. Goes between the rings. Spin move to the free throw line. Down the left side of the lane, all the way to the glass and in. Michaela Shanks gives the Lady Tigers their first lead at 4-3. And Marshfield on the attack again. McKenna Smith pulls it up. Goes to Greenlee. Greenlee to the free throw line to French, top of the key. French gets it off to Aldridge, and she's going to call the play. Goes far side, and now Aldridge around to pick. Comes right side. Three-pointer to Peyton Greenlee. The shot is away, no good. Greenlee took the pass, launched the 3, couldn't hit it. Rebound Lady Tigers. Mansker grabbed it and now brings it up court. Goes to Sawyer. Sawyer walks. Started to pass it, realized that Stanfield wasn't open, and dragged her back foot. Interesting to see that when Marshfield called their play, all the coaches on the Republic bench made the same signal. They know what the plays are, and they have their girls ready to defend it. Now we'll see if it works. But when the play was called immediately by Aldridge, the Lady Tigers coaching staff went into action. Aldridge drives against Sawyer, jump stop in the lane, pulls it back out. Goes to Greenlee. Greenlee to Aldridge. Sawyer's got her hands full with Aldridge in this one. She drives middle of the lane, bumped, backs it back out. Good defense by Sawyer, and a blocking foul called on Sawyer. Sawyer stayed in front of her, but the contact, they said that she wasn't set, and so the foul goes against Jade Sawyer.
Jade Sawyer, that's her
first foul on Sawyer, second team foul. Mansker checks out for the Lady Tigers, and checking in is Kubetsky. So Jordan Kubetsky in the game for the Lady Tigers now as well. Inbounding right of the bucket, that's Greenlee. She bounces it into Aldridge, right wing, down low to French. Bounces it one time, turns around, and gets it to go. Little 3-foot shot over Tori Taylor. And Sandy French has 2 points, and it's 5-4. Marshfield with a 1-point lead. They are visitors on the scoreboard, Republic home in the white uniforms. Shanks has it, knocked away, and stolen. And an outlet pass down court to Van Diglen. Puts up a layup, and it's good. Van Diglen's got 5. Chris Flood wanted a foul out front and giving the official an earful. 7-4 Marshfield. Now there was a lot of contact there, but no call by the officials. Kubetsky in front of the Marshfield bench, drives down to the baseline, goes to Taylor at the free throw line, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound almost corralled by Shanks. Can't get it, ball on the floor, picked up by Marshfield's Greenlee. Here comes Greenlee across the timeline. Drives, bounce pass down low to Van Diglen. No good on the shot, but she's fouled. And I think Stanfield might have picked up her second foul. Nope, they're going to say Taylor.
42, Tori Taylor, her first, team's third.
Taylor got back
and
hammered Van Diglen, and she's going to go to the line. 7-4 lead for Marshfield early on. 3:33 left to go in the first. First shot is up and good. Van Diglen with 6. Argo in, Flood in for the Lady Tigers. French sits down for Marshfield. And checking in is Lilia Theobald. Next free throw up. And no good. Rebound by Argo. 8-4 the lead for Marshfield. Argo brings it up court. Across half court goes to Kubetsky at the top of the key. Kubetsky near side to Flood. Flood holds it. Hits Argo at the free throw line. Skip pass to Kubetsky. Shot fake. Backs it out beyond the arc. In front of the Marshfield bench again. Picks it up. Goes to Flood. Flood has the ball on the hip. Bounces it one time. Down to Stanfield. Spin move in the lane. Good. Turnaround jumper by Stanfield. Is good. And it's 8-6 Marshfield. 3 minutes to go in the first. 2-point lead for the Lady Jays. Aldridge now guarded by Kubetsky. Down the middle of the lane. Puts it up off the glass. And good. And Aldridge just went right around the defender. Split a couple of defenders inside and put it up and in. High off the glass. 10-6. Shanks has it, far side, near the sideline, right in front of Marshfield's coach. Down to Stanfield, turns around, left alone, can't get the shot to go. Argo grabs a rebound and a held ball called. And alternating possession goes back to Marshfield. Down to 2:32 left to go in the first. And full court pressure by the Lady Tigers. Aldridge picks it up, goes around the defender, bounces it up court. Far sideline to Greenlee. She falls down and is tripped. And Chris Flood not happy at all with that one either.
Recovering foul is on number 21, Michaela Shanks, her first.
Michaela Shanks commits the foul. Fourth foul on the Lady Tigers. And I think that Greenlee was just out of control and tripped over Shanks' leg. But they call a foul on her, and so Marshfield still has it. Still no team fouls on Marshfield. 5.5 minutes into the game. Aldridge works on Kubetsky. Down in the corner. Three-pointer up and good by McKenna Smith. Or Peyton Greenlee, rather. Greenlee hits the three, and it's a 7-point lead, 13-6. Mansker into the lane. Floater off the glass, no good, but she's fouled. So a foul called against Marshfield there as Mansker was aggressive, went to the hoop.
Marshfield foul is on number 30, Lillian
And the foul goes against Theobald.
Team's first. Micah Mansker at the line shooting 2.
And Mansker to shoot 2 free throws coming up. First one on the way, good. Mansker's got 3 points.
Checking in for Marshfield, number 13, Taylor King.
Next one on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Van Diglen. Here comes Marshfield, leading by 7, 14-7. In the backcourt, Aldridge, and a foul call against Republic in the backcourt as they're trying to body up on Aldridge.
The Republic foul on number 14, Jordan Kubetsky, her first.
Kubetsky commits a foul, 15th foul on Republic. And inbounding is Peyton Greenlee. She gets it into Aldridge. Aldridge dribbles it, goes sideline, and back to Aldridge. Aldridge comes near side to Taylor King. King checks in, goes back to Aldridge. Aldridge dribbles it near half court. 1:44 left to go in the first quarter. 13-7. Scoreboard did say 14-7 a moment ago, but it's 13-7. And Aldridge down the lane, puts it up and in. Aldridge may have gotten away with an extra step on that one. Mansker quickly the other way. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, pulled down by Marshfield and out of bounds off of Marshfield. Good hustle by Allison Van Diglen as she grabbed the ball. Tried to throw it off of Logan Flood, but threw it out of bounds, and Republic keeps it. Trailing by 8 now, 15-7. Kubetsky inbounding, left to the bucket on the baseline. Throws it in to Mansker. Mansker drives inside, running jumper, no good. Out of control, and the rebound pulled down by Marshfield again. Aldridge, far side to Greenlee. Greenlee in front of the Republic bench, guarded by Mansker. They come to Taylor King. King, free throw line, throws it away. Tipped away by Stanfield. Stanfield, 3-on-2 Republic, going all the way up. Double pump, no good, but she's fouled. So Stanfield takes it right to the hoop. And a foul called against Marshfield on that one.
Marshfield fouls on number 21, Peyton Greenlee.
Foul on Greenlee, her first. Second team foul on Marshfield, and 2 shots coming up for Brooke Stanfield. Trying to cut into an 8-point lead for Marshfield here in the first quarter. First one on the way. Good. Stanfield has 3 points. Sitting down is Mansker, and checking in for the Lady Tigers is Jade Sawyer. So Sawyer, Stanfield, Kubetsky, Flood, and Argo on the floor for Republic. Second free throw, no good. Rattles around. Rebound by Marshfield. Taylor King, and now knocked out of bounds by Republic. Marshfield gets it back. Full court pressure by the Lady Tigers, trailing 15-8 against Marshfield in the state quarterfinal matchup. Taylor King waits for somebody to come to her, throws it on the sideline to Theobald. Theobald loses the handle, and it's picked up by the Lady Tigers. They force a turnover. Stanfield, bounce pass to Kubetsky. Drives baseline, goes under the bucket. Out to Sawyer, open from 3. No good. Rebound, pulled down by Marshfield. That's McKenna Smith. Smith gets it to Aldridge. 38 seconds left to go in the first. 15-8. Marshfield with a lead. Aldridge far side to King. King on the floor one time, back to Aldridge. Aldridge dribbles it, comes near side to McKenna Smith, back to Aldridge. They're going to wait for one shot, it appears. 24 seconds left to go in the quarter. 15-8 lead Marshfield. And now down the middle of the lane, and tripping and falling is Aldridge, and they're going to call a foul again on Republic. And the foul goes that time against Kubetsky, and that's 2 fouls on Kubetsky, 16 fouls. Kubetsky's going to have to sit down. Shanks is going to check in. 16 fouls already on the Lady Tigers. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Inbounding right of the bucket is Marshfield. Greenlee lobs it in, and they go to Aldridge, top of the key. Aldridge to Smith. Smith comes near side to Aldridge, puts up a 3, no good off the front iron. And Argo with the rebound. 9 seconds left to go in the quarter. She pushes it up. Holds it up, goes far side to Flood. 3 seconds left. Spin move by Flood. Baseline, up off the glass. And a traveling call against Flood. They say she took an extra step on the spin move, and they wave off the bucket, which went in. So it's still 15-8, 1 second exactly left to go in the quarter. Marshfield tries a baseball pass down court. Stolen, and not time to get the shot off. The shot goes in, but it's too late. Doesn't count, and we come to the end of the first. Good first quarter for Marshfield. Not so good for Republic. We'll see if they can turn it around in the second at the end of one. Marshfield leads it 15-8.
Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before.
Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel has more than 20 chicks to choose from, including their basketball chick. You can stock up for the rest of the playoffs or even stock up for next year. And if you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, you get 10% off your order of shorts, shirts, hoodies, and more. Life is a race. Be comfortable. All right, back in Bolivar where the Lady Tigers trail 15-8. They get the ball to start the second quarter. Leading all scorers, Allison Van Diglen with 6 for Marshfield, 4 for Aldridge, 3 for Greenlee, 2 for Sammy French. For Republic, 3 each for Stanfield and Mansker, and 2 for Michaela Shanks. Argo has the ball near half court, lobs it to Taylor at the free throw line to Sawyer. Shot fake, drives baseline, picks it up, pulls it back out to Argo, puts up a 3. No good, rattles around, won't go. Marshfield gets the rebound. That's Van Diglen. Gets it off to Aldridge, far sideline. Aldridge slows it up. Guarded by Sawyer. Aldridge a handful off the dribble. Pulls it back out again. She'll take a couple of steps, try to see if she can get around the defender, and if she can't, she just pulls it back out, starts over again. Peyton Greenlee goes to the free throw line on the dribble, hands it off to Aldridge near side. Drives to the free throw line herself. Goes far side to an open Smith. Puts up a 3. No good. Rebound to French. Puts it off the glass and good. French got the rebound over Taylor. And she's got 4 points now. And it's a 9-point lead, 17-8. And a timeout on the floor as something came flying down or a headband came off. There was something blue on the floor, so I assume it came from a Marshfield player. And we're back to action. 1 minute into the second quarter. And the Lady Tigers have it, trailing by 9, 17-8. Argo, top of the key, goes far side on the sideline to Sawyer. Tries to get it to Taylor. Stolen away by Van Diglen. Good defense by Marshfield early. And here comes Aldridge across the timeline. 9-point lead on the ball for the Lady Jays. Aldridge drives right around the defender, goes around a pick, and floats it up and in. Aldridge with 6. Timeout, Republic. 6:32 left to go in the second. 19-8, Lady Jays. Sequiota Fitness, owned by Republic's Chris and Emily Nowlin, is Springfield's new group fitness studio. And they offer specialized high school athlete training now to pair young athletes with the exercises that will help them most in their chosen sport. It's really pretty cool. They're across from Sequiota Park, and you can call to learn more at 693-6505. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, and they come with a lifetime warranty and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Check them out online at crossbreedholsters.com. At Bear's All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. 50 different burgers, 21 wing sauces, rattle-your-soul appetizers, and 4 full pages of tantalizing American fare will toast your hankering for a good meal. That's Bear's All-American Sports Grill in Republic. Lady Tigers have the ball, trailing by 11, 19-8. 6:20 left in the second. Corey Taylor has it at the free throw line, left open, puts up a shot, and she's fouled. Taylor was wide open. She was so wide open, I'm not even sure who fouled her. I think it might have been a Lady J standing behind her who bumped her. She was not looking to shoot, but she turned around and nobody was there. So big play for Taylor, and she's got a chance at a three-point play here. 19-10 now the score. Marshfield with a lead. First free throw is up and good. And so Taylor makes it 19-11. More full court pressure from the Lady Tigers. They forced 1 turnover already. And Aldridge dribbles against the double team in the backcourt. Screen in the backcourt. Could have been a charge called against the Lady Tigers. Right down the lane and walking now. Aldridge dishes it off to French, who took an extra step. And boy, Shelly Jones not happy. She wanted a foul called in the backcourt as there was a screen set for Aldridge, and one of the Lady Tigers ran right over a Lady J. But no whistle. And an 8-point lead, but Republic a chance to cut into it and make it 6. 19-11, 5:55 left to go in the half. Sawyer bounce pass to Stanfield, turnaround jumper in the lane, off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Marshfield, Peyton Greenlee. It's 1 and out for the Lady Tigers so far. Greenlee brings it across the timeline, dribbles to the free throw line, down low to Van Diglen, who takes an extra step. Same spot on the floor, same result as the last possession. Last time it was French, this time it's Van Diglen, who travels before she can do anything. And the Lady Tigers have it back, still trailing by 8. Across half court comes Kabetsky, pulls up inside the arc, high arching jumper, and she's fouled and she hits it. Kabetsky puts up the jumper again, left open, but after the shot coming in and fouling was Marshfield, and that was McKenna Smith committing her second foul. So a chance to cut into a 6-point lead if Kabetsky can hit this free throw. Nope, they're going to say it was not, well, I don't know what they're going to say. Yeah, they're going to say it's not a shooting foul, I believe. They're going to say it's after the shot, so the Lady Tigers get possession. So not a shooting foul. It occurred after the shot. Inbounds to Sawyer, three-pointer up. No good, short. Aldridge with a rebound. Sawyer was open off the inbound play, took a quick shot. It was a good look, but couldn't get it to go. Inside the arc, other end, Greenlee puts up a jumper, no good. And pulling down the rebound is Mansker. Here come the Lady Tigers. They've got a little momentum, trailing only by 6. Sawyer has it between the circles. Dribbles slowly right side in front of the Marshfield bench. Looks inside to Taylor. Taylor takes it right of the lane, dishes it back out. They swing it to Sawyer in front of the bench again. And now they try to reverse it as Taylor has it knocked away, picks it back up. Now to Sawyer, baseline. Pulls it up, goes to Taylor. Free throw line jumper away. No good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Marshfield, and held ball is called. I thought it might be a walk as Aldridge had it and fell down with it, but they say that Republic had a hold of it. And now timeout called by Marshfield. Shelly Jones wants to talk things over. 4:42 left in the first half, and things looking up a little bit for Republic. They've cut the lead down to 6, 19-13. Teamwork always pays, whether you're on or off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Online and mobile banking, home and commercial loans, insurance, investments, business services, and more. Talk to Renee Rogers in Republic for more information or visit them on the web at empirebank.com. Republic Animal Hospital is now offering complete pet care for all life stages, from puppies and kittens to seniors. Let us care for your pets like our own. Republic Animal Hospital, Republic's newest veterinary clinic, now open next to McAllister's. Go in and check them out. Yoakum Automotive has been a staple in Republic since 1986. They're a full-service repair facility. They have shuttle service if you need to get to work, and they're now offering $5 off an oil change if the Tigers win tonight. Just mention the Tiger discount when you go in. You can find them online at yoakumautomotive.com. We return to action, and a foul in the backcourt called against Republic. I think they're going to get Mansker for a reach. Yeah, Mansker commits her first foul. That's a 17th foul, and so Aldridge will go to the free throw line. Aldridge has 6 points today, and Marshfield leads it 19-13 with 4:37 left to go in the second quarter. First free throw up and good by Aldridge. And one more coming up for the 5'7" senior. Dribbles it, sends it on its way. Good. 8 points tonight for Aldridge. 21-13. Marshfield with an 8-point lead. Kabetsky has it, comes to Mansker, near side, beyond the three-point arc. Backs it out with a dribble, goes between the legs. Dribbles inside, dishes it to Stanfield. 15-footer away, good. Stanfield left open on the near baseline. She's got 5, down to a 6-point lead, 21-15. Aldridge gets it across half court to Greenlee. She goes down low to French. French puts it off the glass, no good. And blocking out is Stanfield. French missed an easy one. They get it across half court. Stanfield drives to the right baseline and pulls it back out. Goes to Sawyer in front of the scorer's table, far side. Bounce pass down low to Taylor, who banks it home. Taylor with 5 in the corner. Down to a 4-point lead for Marshfield and another foul in the backcourt. That one's going to go, I believe, against Jade Sawyer. And that's going to be her second.
In the lineup for Republic, number 23, Bradley Argo. For Marshfield, number 30, Lillian Theobald.
And free throws coming up for Aldridge. So shoot 1 and 1 again. That's 8 team fouls against Republic. 2 more, and Marshfield will be in the double bonus. First one good. Lady Tigers playing better since the opening minutes. They've cut the lead that was 11 down to 5 now. It was as low as 4 just a second ago. Second free throw on the way for Aldridge. Good. And it's 23-17 Marshfield. 3:43 left to go in the half. State quarterfinals from SBU and Bolivar. Kabetsky thinks about a 3, dishes off instead to Argo. Argo loses the handle, and it's picked up in a foul called against Argo. As she knew Marshfield was going to have a breakaway, she reached in. And that's the 9th team foul on Republic, and 1 and 1 coming up. Argo commits her first, and going to the free throw line, Allison Van Diglen. She's already got a couple of free throws. And tries to make it 2 more, and it's a 6-point lead right now. And the first one's no good. Misses the front end. Rebound tipped around and grabbed away by Argo. Argo across the timeline and goes to Sawyer. Sawyer holds it on the Bearcat logo at midcourt. Goes near side to Mansker. Mansker behind the arc, dribbles it, goes to Kabetsky. Kabetsky, free throw line to Argo. Looks to dump it down, has it tipped away. Argo picks it back up, and a foul, I believe, called. Are they going to call a foul on Argo there? He's looking at Argo, but I'm not sure what he's calling. I don't know what he called. I think we might have 2 different calls. Now they're going to call it on Marshfield, and they're going to say it's on Aldridge, I believe.
Marshfield fouls on number 33, Allison Van
No,
Diglen.
33, not 3. Van Diglen commits the foul. Official lost track of who it was that committed the foul and was looking around and had to ask another official. Lady Tigers lob it in, trailing by 6. A little over 3 minutes left to go in the half. Kabetsky dribbles into the free throw line, puts up a jumper, no good. Ball on the floor, and coming with a rebound is Van Diglen. Long outlet pass. Putting up a jumper is Theobald, misses it. And battle for the rebound. And a foul called against Marshfield in there as the ball was on the floor briefly.
Marshfield fouls on number 3, Lauren.
And that one goes against Aldridge, her first foul. And that's the 5th team foul on Marshfield. So Logan Flood checks in.
Kayla Shanks, number 42, Tori Taylor.
Shanks checks in, and so does Taylor. So Shanks, Taylor, Stanfield, Kabetsky, and Flood on the floor for Republic. A little bigger lineup for the Lady Tigers. Shanks has it. Right side, dumps it to Stanfield at the free throw line. 1 step inside on the dribble, puts up a shot, doesn't go, but she's fouled. When the Lady Tigers have taken it to the bucket, they've drawn the foul. Haven't always gotten the shot to go. But Greenlee commits her second foul, and it's a 17th foul now, and so it'll be bonus 1 and 1 for Republic the rest of the way here this half. 2 free throws coming up for Stanfield. First one is up and good. Nothing but net for Stanfield. She's got 6 points. And 1 more coming up. State quarterfinals from Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, 23-18. Marshfield with the lead. And Brooke Stanfield with 1 more free throw. On the way, good. Hit the front iron, rolled over, and went down. So 7 points for her. She leads the Lady Tigers in scoring. The lead back down to 4 again. It was 11 just a few minutes ago. Calling the play out front is Lauren Aldridge. Guarded by Kabetsky. Aldridge dribbles, comes near side to Van Diglen. Back to Aldridge. Bounce pass, knocked away, picked up again by Aldridge. Goes to Van Diglen. Van Diglen at the free throw line, goes far side to Allie Owens. She puts up a 3, can't get it to go. Blocking out is Michaela Shanks. Gets the rebound. Here come the Lady Tigers. Across the timeline comes Shanks. To Stanfield, hands it off to Flood. Thinks about a 3, pulls it up, goes back to Shanks. Shanks goes to Taylor at the free throw line, spins around, gets it to Flood. Flood, spin move, puts up a scoop shot, doesn't go, but she's fouled. Not a great shot selection by Flood, but she got fouled. And so she'll go to the line and shoot 2 and a chance to cut into this lead.
Number 23, Allie Owens, her first team.
Allie Owens commits her first foul.
Logan Flood at the line, shooting 2.
And Flood with 2 free throws coming up. 1:51 left to go in the half. First one is up, no good. Too long. One more coming up for Flood. The lead has not been as little as 3 in a long time. It was 15-8 after the first quarter. Marshfield with a lead, and then they scored 4 to start the quarter, and Flood misses them both. And so Marshfield with a rebound. Here they come. Aldridge. Little double team out front, briefly. Lady Tigers in his own defense now. Aldridge goes right baseline, around Taylor, pulls it up. Goes far side, three-pointer up, no good by McKenna Smith. Rebound on the floor. Taylor grabs it. Chris Flood tries to call a timeout, and they call a held ball first.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Republic.
Taylor had the ball briefly by herself, but Marshfield got a hand in there. And so Republic on the alternating possession gets it. Mansker comes in, Flood checks out. It's Shanks, Kabetsky, Mansker, Stanfield, and Taylor on the floor for Republic. 1:23 left to go in the half. 23-19. Marshfield with a lead. Down the middle of the lane. Kabetsky with a wild shot. Got hammered. She's slow to get up. No call. And Marshfield has it back. Aldridge open. Top of the key. No good. Leaves it short. Rebound. Back to Aldridge. Lady Tigers just couldn't get the long rebound. Aldridge drives in. Goes left wing to Van Diglen. Back out to Aldridge. 58 seconds left to go. Aldridge holds the ball near the far hash mark. Now comes top of the key around a pick from French. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet. No good. Missed everything. Stanfield with a rebound. Goes to Shanks. 45 seconds left to go. And out of bounds. Tipped away by Van Diglen as they tried to throw it to Mansker. Flood checking back in and Kabetsky checking out. 41 seconds left. Mansker to inbound along the far sideline. Throws it into Flood in the backcourt. 40 seconds left to go. Here in the first half, Lady Tigers trail by 4. Flood drives inside. Scoop shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Marshfield and a foul on Taylor. They say Taylor reached in. Chris Flood not happy with that one either. Taylor commits her second foul. And down at the other end, Van Diglen will shoot free throws. Van Diglen missed the front end of the one-on-one earlier. And she'll shoot 2. First one is up and good. Nothing but net on that one for Van Diglen. One more coming up. 5-point lead for Marshfield. Chance to make it 6 for Van Diglen, and she does. So Van Diglen with 8 points, and it's back to a 6-point lead. Boy, Lady Tigers looked like they were going to really be able to close the gap, and they still can if they score here at the end of the second quarter. 23 seconds left. They're throwing it around outside. Mansker and Flood playing catch on the perimeter. Mansker has it. Goes to Flood. 12 seconds left. 9 seconds left. Flood dribbles. Goes right side to Mansker. Back to Flood. Almost throws it away. 4 seconds left. Wild three-pointer. Banks in! And that ends the half! Logan Flood threw it up one-handed off the glass. It went in at halftime. And what a big shot. The lead is down to 3 at half. Marshfield 25, Republic 22, 16 more minutes of basketball. Back with more after this.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
CNH Plants has a full line of bedding plants, vegetable starts, garden seed, hanging baskets, a huge selection of perennials, and roses including knockouts. On PP Highway just west of Republic, you'll find Sherry there Monday, Wednesday, Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. Also at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic. That's 732-SAFE or online at familysafemo.com. All right, back at Bolivar where the Lady Tigers trail by 3 at halftime, 25-22. Let's go over the individual scoring first for Marshfield. They were led by senior guard Lauren Aldridge. She had 10 points in the first half. Allison Van Diglen with 8, 4 for Sammy French, and 3 for Peyton Greenland. For Republic, pretty balanced. Brooke Stanfield had 7 points, 5 for Tori Taylor, 3 each for Micah Mansker and Logan Flood, and 2 each for Jordan Kabetsky and Michaela Shanks. The Tigerettes are on the floor performing at halftime to entertain the crowd here. And Roger Wheeler, you were down taking pictures on the sideline during that first half, and what'd you see down there?
I saw a lot of missed shots, David. It seemed like they had a hard time getting their groove going, even through the whole first half. That shot by Logan Flood there at the buzzer to give us just a 3-point deficit was something that her and her dad practiced probably out at the driveway, maybe even this morning before they came this way. But David, the Lady Tigers shooting under 25% in the first half and find themselves only trailing by 3. That has to bode well for them.
Yeah, I thought that they looked a little bit shell-shocked and nervous early on, started to kind of get their legs under them, but still the shots weren't falling. I mean, you look, if you let's take a look at the score sheet. They've got Flood's three-pointer. That was the first three-pointer of the half. So this is a team that hits three-pointers usually pretty well and only have 1 in that first half. And part of that is Marshfield's defense. I thought from up here it looked like the officials were really letting them play down there.
They did. They let them play. It was very physical. I think the girls were able to get an idea of how it was going to be called, and that's all you can ask for as a player is for that consistency so you know how to play. You know, having covered Republic for a number of years, one of my favorite parts of covering the Lady Tigers was Coach Flood and his adjustments at halftime. You can always tell a difference after they come back out of that locker room. So they've done their thing for the first half. Now they'll go in and make some adjustments, and I expect to see good things in the second half.
Should be a good one. Lady Tigers cut into that lead. They trailed 15-8 after 1 quarter and then have cut the lead down to 3 at 25-22 here at halftime in the state quarterfinals. Once again, this is the first of 2 games we'll be bringing you today. The Tigers will play St. Francis Borgia. About 2/3 of the gym, maybe a little less than 2/3, is filled up by Republic fans right now, and that's before the bulk. I mean, there are a lot of boys fans already here, obviously, but there will be more filter in. The Borgia fans starting to filter in to our left, and they've got 1 section. So it's going to be raucous all day long, and the big one's going to be the end of this girls quarterfinal because it's going to be a good one.
And for the record, David, I want you to know that Cody Geiger and I did have a conversation down the baseline before this game to where I did receive an apology for his slam dunk and crashing into me under the basket.
Yeah, I still have not received your workers' comp claim after that injury in the line of fire. If you're not aware, Roger was at the sectional game and got run over by Cody and by one of the Carl Junction players and basically pinned to the wall. But he survived and is back and is still down there, although he's not taking photos under the basket like he was. He's chickened out and he's gone over to the corner. All right, about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half, 25-22 the score. Marshfield with a lead. Lady Tigers playing better as we go to the second half. We'll be back with more after this. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel has more than 20 chicks to choose from, including their basketball chick. You can stock up for the rest of the playoffs or even stock up for next year. And if you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, you get 10% off your order of shorts, shirts, hoodies, and more. Life is a race. Be comfortable. All right, at halftime, the Lady Tigers trailing Marshfield 25-22. It's been a pretty good game so far. It looked like Marshfield was going to run away with it early. They led 15-8 at the end of the first quarter and then came out and scored the first 4 points of the second quarter. So it was 19-8 at that point. But Republic on a 14-6 run, if my math is right. I'm going to write that down for later. Lady Tigers on a 14-6 run to end the half, and the big one at the tail end of the half. Logan Flood kind of caught in no man's land about 22 feet from the bucket, realized she was running out of time. I think she had a little bit more than she knew because she could have probably taken a dribble and a step and put up a shot. Instead, she just sort of turned around and one-handed it up there, and it banked in as the clock wound down. And that cut the lead down to 25-22. In the pregame, Chris Flood talked about needing not only to contain Aldridge, but to contain those role players. Van Diglen, one of those role players, and she had a big half. She had 8 points, the senior guard for Marshfield, to go along with Aldridge's 10. Peyton Greenlee, another scoring threat, the 5'11 sophomore for Marshfield, was really held in check by Republic, as she only had 3 points. She had a three-pointer in the first quarter, and that was the only score she had. Republic back on the floor as we get set for the second half. And here comes Marshfield as they'll come out and go through some final warm-ups. About 2 minutes away from the start of the second half in the state quarterfinals. Walnut Grove has gotten a big lead, and I don't know yet if they have won their game. They do. They go on to win back-to-back state championships easily over North Andrew. The final there, 84-49. So a great run by Walnut Grove, and they were not even challenged in the Final Four up in Columbia. Obviously, the big challenge for them, a lot of times coming out of the Ozarks in those classes, is the hard part. And they went up and dominated at the Final Four. So the Walnut Grove girls, congratulations to them. All right, about a minute away from the start of the second half. Again, Marshfield with a lead, 25-22. I'm going to take one more break and be back with the second half after this. Sequiota Fitness, owned by Republic's Chris and Emily Nowlin, is Springfield's new group fitness studio. And they offer specialized high school athlete training now to pair young athletes with the exercises that will help them most in their chosen sport. It's really pretty cool. They're across from Sequiota Park, and you can call to learn more at 693-6505. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, and they come with a lifetime warranty and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Check them out online at crossbreedholsters.com. At Bear's All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. 50 different burgers, 21 wing sauces, rattle-your-soul appetizers, and 4 full pages of tantalizing American fare will toast your hankering for a good meal. That's Bear's All-American Sports Grill in Republic. All right, Marshfield with the ball to start the second half, leading by 3, 25-22. And Peyton Greenlee drives inside, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound to Tori Taylor, and Republic with a chance to cut the lead down to 1 or to tie it with a 3. very early in the third quarter. They lob it into Taylor. Turn around, free throw line, jumper away, good! Tori Taylor with 7 points. And it's down to a 1-point lead for Marshfield, 25-24. Again, the Lady Tigers shooting under 20% from the field in that first half. And so if they improve on that, they've got to feel good about what they're doing here. Zone defense, 2-3 zone for the Lady Tigers. Aldridge tries to penetrate, decides to swing it around near side to McKenna Smith. Smith goes to Greenlee. Greenlee bounces it to Aldridge. Three-pointer up, rolls around, won't go. Rebound to French, puts up a shot, can't get it to go. Another rebound to Marshfield. Third chance bucket, Allison Van Diglen. So, back to a 3-point lead, 27-24. And throwing it away is Republic in the backcourt. Tried to go to Shanks on the far sideline and threw it out of bounds. 6:46 left to go in the third quarter. 27-24, Marshfield with a lead. They led by as many as 11 in the first half. Aldridge dribbles, far sideline, skip pass, stolen away! Intercepted by Mansker. She goes all the way uncontested, up off the glass, hits the shot. So Mansker cuts the lead down to 1 again, 27-26 Marshfield. Here comes Aldridge. Tried to throw it cross court, and Mansker stepped in front. Aldridge dribbles it slowly, far sideline. Guarded over there by Shanks. Back to still his own defense for Republic. Aldridge, free throw line pass to Van Diglen. Goes back out, three-pointer up, and no good by Marshfield's McKenna Smith. And the rebound pulled down by the Lady Tigers. Chance to take the lead for Republic. For the first time since very early. Bounce pass down low to Taylor. Taylor has it grabbed away, but a foul called against Marshfield. Taylor had the ball above her head, and reaching in was Marshfield's Sammy French. And lobbing it into Taylor at the free throw line is Mansker. Back to Mansker. Free throw line jumper is up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Smith. Smith gets it to Aldridge. Crosses the timeline, far sideline, then pulls it up. Dribbles against that zone defense. Goes around a pick from French. Down in the corner to Smith. Smith lobs it inside. Tipped away and grabbed by Taylor. Good defense by the Lady Tigers. Mansker across the half court. 5:25 left to go in the third. Lady Tigers looking for their first lead since very early. Jumper floater away and good by Mansker! And the Lady Tigers take the lead! 28-27 Republic. 5:08 left to go in the third. Aldridge dribbles against the zone on the perimeter, picks it up down in the corner to Smith. They bounce it to Van Diglen, tries to go down low, tipped away by Republic. It'll stay with Marshfield. Defense has really picked up, and this zone has been effective for Republic here in the third quarter. Inbounding left of the bucket is Marshfield. They get it in to a cutting Van Diglen, misses the shot. Taylor rips away the rebound. Here come the Lady Tigers with the lead in the ball. Across half court, they go to Mansker, right wing. Slows things up, surveys the defense. Man-to-man for Marshfield. Mansker picks it up, goes to Shanks, right wing. Shanks, ball on the hip, barks out instructions to her teammates, goes to Stanfield, top of the key. On the floor twice. Stanfield now dribbles to the free throw line, loses the handle, goes out of bounds. Stanfield picked it up. I think she intended to pass and then realized nobody was there, and rather than walk, she just let go of the ball and it dribbled out of bounds. So Marshfield with a chance to take the lead. Trailing 28-27, 4:21 left to go in the third. Aldridge, French sets a pick. Aldridge goes around the pick and is bumped by Sawyer. Sawyer holds her hands up, but gets called for the block. And 3 fouls on Jade Sawyer. So Sawyer's going to have to sit down. Kabetsky checks in. Inbounding on the sideline is Marshfield. They get it into Van Diglen. Van Diglen goes to Greenlee. Greenlee has it. Top of the key goes to Aldridge. Aldridge skips it far side to McKenna Smith. Smith down in the corner to Aldridge. Aldridge, far corner, drives baseline around Stanfield, goes under the bucket. She's cut off. And a foul called against Mansker. Republic fans not happy with that one. Mansker calls for a block. Interesting thing about that call is that Aldridge had stopped the dribble. She wasn't going any further. There was some contact, but she didn't block her from going anywhere as Aldridge had stopped. They lob it inbounds and go to French. French to Aldridge. Aldridge drives inside the lane, puts up a floater, underhand, off the glass, no good. Rolled off the side of the rim, picked up by Mansker in the corner. Gets it to Taylor, back to Mansker. Mansker has to pick up the dribble and is harassed, but then gets it to Taylor, throws it to Kubetsky across half court. 1 point lead in the ball for the Lady Tigers. 3:33 left to go. Here in the third quarter, out of bounds, tipped by Marshfield. McKenna Smith got a hand on it. Argo checks in. Shanks checks out. And Mansker will inbound in front of the Republic bench. Gets it into Kubetsky. 3.5 minutes left to go in the third. State quarterfinals. Lobs it into Argo. Too hard. Picked up by Van Diglen. She's going to go all the way. But she stops and she's fouled, and she's fouled on the floor as she tried to pump fake. So that's not a bad foul by Republic. Not a shooting foul. Van Diglen had a chance at a layup, but she stopped and tried to pump fake and ended up costing her an easy bucket. Inbounding right of the bucket is Greenlee. She lobs it in, and they get it to Aldridge. Aldridge top of the key to cutting French. Over in the corner to Greenlee. Puts up a three. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Argo. 3:08 left to go in the third. Still a 1 point lead for the Lady Tigers. Argo drives up the near sideline, goes to Stanfield. Jumper high up and no good. She gets her own rebound. Ball on the floor by Taylor, and a timeout called by Chris Flood as Taylor was on the floor with possession. 2:55 left to go here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers have outscored Marshfield 6-2 in the third quarter, and they are now currently on a 20-8 run since trailing by 11. So it was an 11-point deficit. Things did not look good early on for the Lady Tigers, but they've turned it around. Good defensive effort to get back in it, and they've started to hit their shots occasionally, although they've had a little bit of a dry spell, but thanks to their defense, so is Marshfield. Republic will have the ball, leading by 1. 2:55 left to go here in the third quarter as we return to action. Republic's already on the floor, ready to throw it in. Here comes Marshfield's defense. Mansker will trigger the inbound play. Right of the basket. Lobs it into Taylor. Down in the corner to Kubetsky. Puts up a three. Good! Jordan Kubetsky's first three. She's got 5. The lead is 4. And a little spring in the step of the defense for the Lady Tigers. Mansker out on Aldridge. That zone extended all the way to half court. Goes around a pick, does Aldridge. Tipped away. Mansker picks it up. Lobs it ahead to Kubetsky. Kubetsky goes up. Off the glass and in! Kubetsky with 5 in the quarter. Long outlet pass to French. She's left open, misses the shot, and then commits the foul. Misses the shot. Stanfield blocked her out, and I believe French is going to be called for the rebound. No, are they going to call? I don't know who the foul's on. Okay. The foul is on Marshfield, but it's on Van Diglen. And Shelly Jones wants a timeout to talk things over. Lady Tigers run over to the bench. They're greeted by teammates. And the lead is 6 for Republic, 33-27. French was open there and had a layup, but she was so wide open she put it up too hard. And the Lady Tigers have turned the tide and taken a 6-point lead. 2:22 left to go here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers will have the ball when the game resumes. And Republic, the team that looks like they're having all the fun now. You can see they're always back on the court. In the second half, they're the ones that are back on the court ready to go. In the first half, it was Marshfield. Inbounding in backcourt. Full court pressure now. Marshfield peels back a little bit. Argo brings it across the timeline. Between a couple of defenders, pulls it up, tries to throw it over on the far sideline. A little bit rushed and had it tipped out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Republic. Argo pulled it up and tried to throw it over to Stanfield. and Marshfield tipped it away. Mansker lobs it into Kubetsky. Kubetsky across the timeline. She's guarded by McKenna Smith. Kubetsky dribbles with the right hand, dribbles far sideline. Falling down is McKenna Smith, and the shot is up, no good, but a foul called on the attempt for the rebound, and it's going to go against Marshfield. I think that's going to be on French. French commits her second foul. And inbounding right at the bucket is Mansker. Inbounds to Taylor, takes it at the top of the key. Taylor hands it off to Mansker, and traveling called on Mansker. Mansker not happy with that. Starts to say something to the official, then just turns away. Mansker took the handoff, and the official said she took 2 steps before she put it on the floor. 33-27, Lady Tigers with the lead. Logan Flood checks in. Flood, Kubetsky, Taylor, Shanks, and Stanfield. The 5 on the floor for Republic. Under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Aldridge dribbles around a pick, goes right wing, backs it out. Dribbles it back between her legs and between the top of the key and the half-court circle. Now she dribbles it back down sideline again. Goes baseline, cut off by Stanfield. Bounces it up to Greenlee, back to Aldridge. On the far sideline, back to Greenlee. Greenlee swings it near side to McKenna Smith. Smith dribbles it, bounces it into Aldridge, just inside the free throw line, jumper off the glass and in. Hit the back iron, touched the glass, and fell back down. Aldridge's first points in the second half, she's got 12, down to a 4-point lead for the Lady Tigers. 33-29, this one's coming down to the wire. Flood has it, dribbles right side of the lane, pulls it up, picks up the dribble, needs help, bounces it off to Shanks. 1 minute left to go in the third. Shanks' 3 is up. Rolls around, won't go. Taylor with a rebound. Can't get the shot to go. And French with a rebound then. Gets it off to Aldridge. Aldridge across half court, bounces it down low, and a foul committed by Kubetsky as Kubetsky tried to jump in front and intercept the pass and ran over Marshfield's McKenna Smith. So Kubetsky commits her third foul.
Checking in the lineup for Republic is number 20, Micah Mansker.
51 seconds left to go. Inbound to Aldridge. Aldridge backs it out. And Marshfield runs clock. Trailing by 4 here. It's been a good third quarter, and throwing it away is Marshfield. Picked up by Stanfield. Stanfield harassed in the backcourt, dribbles it across the timeline to Shanks. Shanks holds on to it, gets it to Mansker. 30 seconds left to go in the third. 4-point lead in the ball for the Lady Tigers. Chris Flood yelling out instructions to his team. Shanks has it. Ball on the hip on the hash mark right in front of Flood. Gets it to Logan Flood and back to Shanks. Shanks waits for Mansker to come out and gets it to Mansker with 12 seconds left in the quarter. Mansker dribbles against Van Diglen. Goes in the corner to Flood. Flood on the floor twice. Spin move. Picks it up. Has her pocket picked by Aldridge. Aldridge double dribbles. And time is out. The buzzer didn't go, but the clock reads 0. And now the official saying we need to put some time back on the clock. I think he'll say .1. He was holding one finger up. Now they're going to give the Lady Tigers 1 second. So the Lady Tigers with a chance to get off a shot. They'll inbound on their own end of the court, but along the sideline. And Chris Flood telling Logan Flood she needs to inbound it toward the basket as someone is going to the bucket. They need to be cutting to the bucket as they take the pass. And Stanfield takes the shot, turns around, doesn't get it to go, but at the end of 3, Republic has grabbed the lead. 8 minutes away from an appearance in the state semifinals. The Lady Tigers lead Marshfield 33-29. Teamwork always pays, whether you're on or off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Online and mobile banking, home and commercial loans, insurance, investments, business services, and more. Talk to Renee Rogers in Republic for more information or visit them on the web at empirebank.com. Republic Animal Hospital is now offering complete pet care for all life stages, from puppies and kittens to seniors. Let us care for your pets like our own. Republic Animal Hospital, Republic's newest veterinary clinic, now open next to McAllister's. Go in and check them out. Yoakum Automotive has been a staple in Republic since 1986. They're a full-service repair facility. They have shuttle service if you need to get to work, and they're now offering $5 off an oil change if the Tigers win tonight. Just mention the Tiger discount when you go in. You can find them online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Fans on their feet as both teams return to the floor. The Lady Tigers with the ball. They outscored Marshfield 11-4 in the third quarter and have grabbed a 4-point lead, 33-29. Jade Sawyer back into the game for the Lady Tigers. Starters on the floor for Republic. Sawyer dribbles it, far side, bounces it to Shanks along the sideline. Shanks holds the ball above her head. Dumps it down to Taylor. On the floor one time to Mansker. To Sawyer. Fakes a three. Steps inside the line. Puts up a jumper. Misses everything, but saved in bounds by Stanfield. Tracked down by Taylor. And resetting the offense, the Lady Tigers. So here we go again. 7:28 left to go in the game. Lady Tigers leading by 4. Shanks has it. Shanks down to Taylor. On the block. On the floor one time. Puts up a shot and in! Corey Taylor has 9. The lead is 6. 7:12 left to go in the game. Back in the zone defense. Quick three-pointer is up and no good by Aldridge. Left open. Mansker with a rebound. Mansker harassed. Gets it off to Stanfield and then to Sawyer. 6-point lead in the ball for the Lady Tigers. Down the left side of the lane. Up and foul called before the shot against Marshfield. 6:52 left. Allison Van Diglen commits her third foul, and the Lady Tigers will throw it in. Left in the bucket. Stanfield was going to throw it in. Now it's going to be Mansker. French checks back in for Marshfield. Mansker takes the ball from the official. Lobs it in to Shanks. Top of the key. Left open. Thinks about a three. Now she backs out. Shoots a three from the right wing. Short. Left a little bit short. Rebound to McKenna Smith. Here comes Marshfield. Aldridge has it top of the key. Comes near side to Greenlee. Greenlee back to Aldridge. 6:36 left to go. 35-29 Republic. Aldridge around a screen. Dribbling on the perimeter. Goes to Smith, right wing. Almost tipped away. Back to Aldridge. Aldridge picks it up. Dumps it off in the free throw line to Van Diglen. Back to Smith. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound tipped and saved. Nope, not saved by Jade Sawyer. She jumped across the baseline trying to save it in and stepped on the inline. So it goes back to Marshfield. Triggering the inbound play right side. They get it into French. Misses the easy shot. Tips it around. Puts it back up. Off the glass and good. And a foul. Sammy French missed the first one. Got her own rebound. Got the putback to go. Foul against Taylor. Her third foul. 15th foul on Republic, and French with a free throw coming up. Shot is up and good. Hit the front iron and rolled over. 7 points for French. Big play there. Cuts the lead to 3. 35-32 Republic. Jade Sawyer dribbles up top. Goes far side. Near the far hash mark. She goes to Mansker. Mansker dribbles it slowly. 5:50 left to go in the game. Spin move by Mansker. Dribbles right side. Bounce pass off to Shanks. To Taylor. Free throw line jumper away. No good. Rebound almost pulled down by Stanfield. She's bumped. No foul. Rebound to Marshfield. Here they come. Pull it up. They go to Aldridge, right wing, in front of the Marshfield bench. Comes to McKenna Smith. Smith back to Greenlee. Greenlee holds the ball on her hip. 5.5 left to go. Goes to Aldridge. 3-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Marshfield, a chance to cut into it. This game, everything that was promised. After these teams played to within 1 point at Marshfield. Aldridge puts up a three, hits it. Aldridge hits her first three, and we're tied, 35 apiece. Sawyer across the timeline. pulls it up. 5 minutes left to go in the game. We're tied at 35. They dump it down to Taylor, too high, out of bounds, but tipped by French. It was off of Taylor's fingertips, but French touched it last. Chris Flood working the officials. Right of the bucket. It's Shanks. And now we've got a timeout, I believe, called by Shelly Jones. Chris Flood not happy with that because the ball had already been handed to Shanks along the baseline. So a timeout called by Marshfield. 4:55 left. We're tied at 35. Back with more after this. CNH Plants has a full line of bedding plants, vegetable starts, garden seed, hanging baskets, a huge selection of perennials, and roses, including knockouts. On PP Highway just west of Republic, you'll find Sherry there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. Also at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic at 732-SAFE or online at familysafemo.com. Quickly off the inbound play, Kubetsky takes the shot and is fouled. She doesn't get the shot to go, but she's shooting 2 free throws. The first one is up and no good. Bounced around a couple of times and fell off the right side of the rim. We're tied at 35 with 4:52 left if you're just joining us. Next one up and good. Swish. Kubetsky has 8 points, and it's a 1-point lead for the Lady Tigers. 36-35. Trailed by 11 in the first half, fought back, led by 6 at one point here in the fourth quarter. Now it's down to 1. Greenlee has it and goes to Aldridge. Again, the 2-3 zone by the Lady Tigers. They go far side. Aldridge dribbles it down in the corner, goes between the legs, and gets it off to Greenlee. Greenlee dribbles it near half court, comes near side to Smith. And Smith is going to go back to Aldridge. 4:19 left to go. 1-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Aldridge dribbles with the left hand, tries to lob it down to French in the lane, back out to Aldridge. Shot fake, comes inside, goes left wing to Smith, puts up a 3. Good. Smith hits the 3. What a big shot for McKenna Smith. Her first points, and it's a 2-point lead for Marshfield. 4 minutes left to go in the game. 38-36 Lady Jays. Kubetsky to Taylor. Free throw line. Gets it back out to Shanks. Shanks in front of the Tiger bench. Comes to Mansker. Mansker comes right side to Kubetsky. Kubetsky looking inside. Instead goes to Shanks, top of the key. Back down to Kubetsky. Shot fake. Dribbles. Goes free throw line extended and backs it out. Goes to Mansker. Mansker, top of the key, holds it on her hip. Looks over the defense. Puts it on the floor and backs it up. To Kubetsky right side. 3:23 left to go. Taylor. Free throw line. Looks down low to Stanfield. Or rather to Shanks. Shanks dribbles it one time, puts it up, gets it to go, and she's fouled! Michaela Shanks just barely snuck it over the front of the rim, and it went down, and she was fouled. And the fourth foul on Allison Van Diglen, who has 10 points, but now 4 personal fouls. Free throw coming up for Shanks. We're tied, and the Lady Tigers take the lead back. Shanks makes it 39-38. Aldridge dribbles it up court. 3:11 left to go. A trip to Columbia on the line. Down in the corner, Smith fakes the shot, comes to Greenlee. Greenlee dribbles it, goes back to Smith, then back to Greenlee. Inside at the free throw line, takes a jumper, swish. Peyton Greenlee. She's got 5, and it's back to a 1-point lead for Marshfield. 40-39. 2:48 left. Kubetsky goes to Taylor at the free throw line, goes back to Kubetsky. Top of the key, backs it out. Now dribbles left side of the lane, all the way down, scoops it up and in. Off the glass. Jordan Kubetsky has 10. Timeout, Republic. 2:34 left to go in the game. Republic grabs the lead. We're going to keep it right here. Republic leads it 41-40. 15 points for Aldridge. 10 points for Van Diglen. 7 for Sammy French. 5 for Greenlee. 3 for McKenna Smith on that tray she just buried. For Republic, 10 points for Kubetsky. 7 for Mansker. 7 for Stanfield. 9 for Taylor. 3 for Flood. And 5 points for Michaela Shanks. This one is going to come down to the wire. And we got another one after this, as the Tigers will meet St. Francis Borgia in a rematch of last year's quarterfinal. Already the most successful basketball season for the two teams combined ever. The first time Republic has ever had the boys and girls both in the state quarterfinals. And the Lady Tigers will try to extend their season. They need a defensive stand here, leading by 1 with 2:34 left to go. And Lauren Aldridge brings it up court. Aldridge calls the play, comes near side, and plays catch. They go back to Aldridge. She goes around a pick, goes far side to Smith, back to Aldridge. Aldridge, ball above the head to Smith, right wing. Bounce pass down low to Van Diglen. Van Diglen back to Smith to Aldridge. Aldridge, 2:11 left to go. Back to Smith. Bounces it down to French. Puts up the shot off the glass. And good. Sammy French has 9. 1 point lead for Marshfield. 42-41. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Kubetsky goes to Mansker. Mansker has it top of the key. Comes to Shanks. Shanks down to Taylor. Turnaround jumper in the lane is good. Taylor gives the Lady Tigers the lead. 43-42. Marshfield goes back. 1:38 left to go. Aldridge against Kubetsky. Around a pick from French. Goes down the middle of the lane. Bounces it off. Left wing. McKenna Smith. Jumper is no good. She's fouled, but she misses the shot and will shoot 3 free throws.
Republic foul is on number 23.
Riley Argo went to block her out. She fell down, and they called a foul on Argo. And so 3 free throws coming up for Marshfield. Greenlee dribbles it, sends the first one on its way. Good. Well, that's a tough call. 1:28 left to go. 2 more free throws coming up. We're tied at 43 now. Next one on the way. Missed it. Off the right side of the rim. And 1 more coming up for Greenlee. Greenlee with 6 points. Sends the 3rd free throw up and missed it off the back iron. She hit 1 of 3, and we're tied at 43. 1:25 left to go. We'll have to see what the Lady Tigers do. They throw it down to Shanks in the corner. Drives baseline, puts up a floater, no good, but she's fouled. Hacked on the arm, and now Shanks will go to the free throw line, and she steps right up. She is ready to go. Greenlee commits the foul. 17th foul against Marshfield. 2 free throws coming up for Shanks. Spins the ball, holds it in her hand, sends it on the way. Good. Shanks with 6. Gives the Lady Tigers the lead again. 44-43. 1:18 left to go in the state quarterfinals. Spins the ball. Shoots it. Swish. Nothing but net for Michaela Shanks. A 2-point lead for Republic. Marshfield needs to answer. Aldridge dribbles against Kubetsky. Aldridge extends that zone out. They go around a pick. Aldridge drives baseline, goes back out to the 3-point arc. Jumper is away. Good! by McKenna Smith. She hits her second three of the quarter, and it's back to a 1-point lead for Marshfield, 46-45. Timeout on the floor. 56.7 seconds left, and McKenna Smith has come up big. She was held in check until this fourth quarter, and she's drained a couple of threes. That time, Aldridge drove baseline, got under the bucket, and just dished it out to her. The zone collapsed on Aldridge, and McKenna Smith left open and buries the three-pointer. So neither team can get any separation here. Marshfield led by as much as 11 in the first half. Republic led by as much as 6 in the second half. Republic cheerleaders on the floor. They're trying to get the faithful up and cheering, but I think everybody's too nervous. They're just sitting still. Neither side is on their feet, except the student section at either end. The Marshfield students to my left and the Republic students, a bigger cheering section to my right. And Republic will inbound, and Marshfield is going to put a little pressure on full court. Now they're going to back it off. So they're going to make Republic work a little bit to bring it up. Kubetsky is in there. So is Shanks, Mansker, Taylor, and Stanfield for Republic. Kubetsky dribbles it top of the key. Goes left side to Shanks. Shanks to Stanfield. Stanfield dribbles it, tries to bounce it down low, and it's stolen away. Peyton Greenlee got it. 39 seconds left, 1-point lead in the ball, and Republic's going to need to foul now. Aldridge across half court. Kubetsky working on her and commits a foul. Kubetsky reaches in. Stanfield tried to bounce it down inside, and it was stolen away. And now going to the line is Aldridge. Kubetsky commits her fourth foul. What a great game this has been. Marshfield with a 1-point lead and shooting free throws. 1-1 coming up for Aldridge. At the end of the Marshfield game earlier this year, Aldridge missed the front end of the 1-1, but she doesn't here. She hits it. And she's got 15, and Chris Flood wants a timeout. 2-point lead and another free throw coming up for Marshfield. 31.6 seconds left. No matter what happens here, though, it will still be a one-possession game for the Lady Tigers, as they will get the ball and a chance to tie it. Just a matter of whether they will need a 3 or will be able to settle for a 2. And with 31 seconds left, they don't even necessarily need to take the 3. They could get a quick bucket and foul again. Plenty of time left. Chris Flood with final instructions. Aldridge will have another free throw when we come back. She's got 16 points tonight. And the teams come back onto the court. One more free throw coming up for Aldridge. She's at the line. Dribbles the ball, sends it, missed it. Left it short, Taylor with a rebound. Here come the Lady Tigers. 30 seconds left. Fans rise to their feet. Lady Tigers trying to tie. Sawyer back in the game. Comes near side, and a timeout called by Chris Flood. 21.2 seconds left. Chris Flood will give one last set of instructions to his team as they try to tie the game or maybe take the lead with a 3. Well, this is the game we thought it would be. It was 1 point when these teams played at Marshfield earlier, and the Lady Jays with a 2-point lead now, but Republic with a chance. Interesting to see who will be on the floor for Republic, and might give you a clue as to what they're going to do, depending on the personnel they have in the game. They'll have some shooters if they want to go for the 3. And Marshfield, of course, will try to defend every option. It'll be Shanks, Kabetsky, Sawyer, Mansker, and Taylor. Against West Plains, the Lady Tigers, when they needed a bucket, they dumped it down to Taylor. Let's see what happens here. The inbound along the near sideline. Hard to see what's going on the sideline as the fans have stood up. Kabetsky has it. 18 seconds left. Dribbles inside. Goes right up the middle of the lane. No foul called. And now Marshfield comes away with it. Lady Tigers are going to have to foul in the backcourt. Aldridge dribbles and a foul called against Kabetsky. And Chris Flood wonders why there was no foul called at the other end. As she dribbled down the middle of the lane. Up, Sawyer commits the foul. And Aldridge will shoot 1 and 1. A 2-point lead. If she makes them both, that'll put the game away. All but. French goes to the sideline for Marshfield. And Aldridge shoots 1 and 1. First one is up and good. That's a 3-point lead for Marshfield. The next one, crucial. 7.7 seconds left. Up and good. Aldridge hits them both. And the Lady Tigers need a quick score. Kabetsky pushes it up. Down the middle, puts up a shot. Can't get it to go, and that's going to end it. And Marshfield escapes with a victory in the quarterfinals. Valiant effort by the Lady Tigers, but they fall short in the state quarterfinals. Marshfield wins it 49-45. And in the fourth quarter, Marshfield outscored Republic 20-12 to come from behind. Republic led 33-29 going into the final quarter. But Marshfield's McKenna Smith hit a couple of threes. Lauren Aldridge with 6 points. Sammy French had 5 in that final quarter. And Marshfield comes back to win it over Republic. Final score again, 49-45. And so a great season comes to an end for the Lady Tigers. They end with a 25-6 record. And Marshfield improves to 25-5, and they will move on to Columbia next week. Well, a tough one for the Lady Tigers, but stick around. It's not over for the Republic fans. They will not leave, as they'll stick around to watch the boys compete in the quarterfinals, and they'll take on St. Francis Borgia with a chance to move on. We're about 20 minutes away from that one. And so, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start the pregame interview. Talked to Coach Trevor Fisher about this one earlier in the week, and here's how that interview went.
Alongside Coach Trevor Fisher as we get set for the state quarterfinals against St. Francis Borgia. And let's just look back at Wednesday, and that ended up being a much closer game, as we talked about after the game, than it was the first time you played Carl Junction. As you had a chance to look back at it now, what were you especially happy with the way you played?
I thought for the most part offensively we did some good things by attacking. We didn't make as many outside shots as we normally do, but I thought we did a good job of staying the course and not just panicking. When they made some shots on the other end, the natural tendency is to come down and shoot it even quicker when we have the ball. But I thought we did a good job of at least getting good shots every time down the floor.
You're facing St. Francis Borgia. They're always a disciplined team. As we were talking before the interview started, they're not going to beat themselves. You're going to have to do it yourself. Can you talk about what you expect to see out of them offensively?
Yeah, like you mentioned, they're not going to turn the ball over a whole lot. They've got 3 good guards, a senior point guard that is very good at getting to the basket, and then they got 2 sophomore guards that can both shoot it and drive it, very athletic. So they'll cause some problems for us from a defensive standpoint. And then down low, they've got a 6'5", 220-pound kid that eats up a lot of space and is pretty talented, and then another guy that can put it on the floor a little bit. So they've got some good pieces. Like us, they're not real deep, but they'll run their offense and be precise and set good screens, and we'll have to be locked in defensively.
As you look back at last year, can you draw much from that game? This is a lot younger team than Borgia had last year in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, defensively, they're doing the same things that they did last year. Offensively, obviously, their personnel has changed a little bit, but the same type of stuff, same program. So, yeah, we'll look back on that and kind of pick up on some things that we were successful with last year, as well as games from this year that they've played here recently. So we'll dig into all that and try to find ways to see where we can attack them.
They press a lot. Do you feel like they're maybe susceptible if you can beat that press?
Yeah, I think so. You have to pick your spots. You can't be wild and crazy and just go down there and launch up the first open shot that you have. But if you take care of the ball and you go to the basket strong, opportunities are there to get easy looks. So we have to pick our spots and know when a good time to attack is and when to bring it back out and get a good shot in the half court.
What do you expect to see from them defensively in the half court?
Yeah, they'll run a matchup zone. Pretty much the whole game. That's just what they're known for, and they're very good at it. So we'll have to get good body movement. Our post guys will have to do a good job of posting up against them, and we'll have to get second chance points as well.
Is it helpful to have a couple of days to get kind of acclimated to playing a defense that maybe you don't see a whole lot?
Yeah, because like you said, you don't see it a whole lot during the season, so it might take it, especially even during the game, it might take that first quarter to kind of feel it out and find out where the weak spots are, and the guys get comfortable. But having a couple days to prepare is always good, and we'll just kind of see how we can attack in different ways.
What would you say is a key for you offensively attacking that defense?
I think we can't just rely on perimeter shots. We got to make sure that we attack inside out, getting the ball to Cody and Chase and Dylan inside, and then if they collapse on them, be able to kick it outside. You also have to be able to penetrate against their zone. You can't just play ring around the rosy, passing it around the perimeter. You got to be able to penetrate gaps, draw two, and then kick to open guys.
Last year, if I'm remembering right, Beckemeyer did that a couple of times in that second half and kind of opened things up once he started to drive in.
Yeah, he was able to get into the seams, draw a couple guys, and then there late in the fourth quarter, it seemed like we were able to dish it off to Cody. I know he had that stretch where he scored, 6-8 points right in a row there that kind of broke it open. But we just have to keep plugging away and keep grinding, not forcing shots, and finding the open spots.
What's the attitude of the team getting ready for the quarterfinals, knowing the girls are going too? It's going to be a big black and orange caravan headed to Bolivar.
Well, I think they're excited. I think, with the game against Carl Junction, anytime that you've played a team and you were successful against them earlier in the year, just a natural tendency is to maybe think that that's going to happen again. I don't think we look past Carl Junction, but I'm sure some of those thoughts crept in to our minds and maybe affected the way we performed a little bit. I think it's good that we're playing a team like Borgia that's had tradition and success. We don't know a whole lot about them as teams around the area that we might, but I think our guys will be locked in. They'll be excited with the girls playing before us. Great crowd. I'm sure Borgia, they always travel very well and have a great student section. So it should be a great atmosphere and a fun game.
Good luck in the quarterfinals.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to Republic Tiger Sports Playoff Basketball. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by CNH Plants, open for the spring on April 9th. Family Safe Storm Shelter. For peace of mind, call Family Safe. By Yoakum Automotive, full-service auto repair in Republic since 1986. By Republic Animal Hospital, Republic's newest veterinary clinic now open next to McAllister's. Agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore. making your dreams come true through the world of travel. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. Mid-Missouri Bank, featuring their no-wait debit card. Chris Yoakum, State Farm Insurance, get to a better state. Crossbreed Holsters, Empire Bank, teamwork pays on and off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Zequiota Fitness, now offering specialized high school athlete training. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel, life is a race, be comfortable. And by Bears All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. And now, Republic Tiger Sports Playoff Basketball. Well, we're about 12 minutes away from the start of the state boys quarterfinals. Republic against St. Francis Borgia. These two teams met last year in Springfield at Drury University. This year they're in Bolivar. And Republic trying to repeat their victory from last year. Last year it was Cody Geiger who got hot in the second half and led the Tigers to a win over Borgia. This year Republic comes in 23-4. Has not lost to a Class 4 team. Their two losses, they lost to two teams, 2 to Nixa and 2 games to Waynesville, and both those teams in Class 5, and as a matter of fact, both those teams have been eliminated. So Republic has there's no one alive in the state of Missouri on the boys' side that beat Republic this season. For Borgia, they are 19-8, a younger team than the Tigers met last year, and not quite the record that Borgia had last year, but they'll still be a stiff challenge here at Bolivar. If you're just tuning in, the Lady Tigers lost a heartbreaker in the girls' quarterfinal of Marshfield, 49-45. They came back from 11 points down, actually had a 6-point lead early in the fourth quarter, and ended up losing as Marshfield outscored them 20-12 in the fourth quarter to advance to the Final Four in Columbia next weekend. Tigers will try to make sure that Republic still has at least one representative in Columbia next week, and they'll do that in about 10 minutes. I'll be back to talk more about that one and maybe do a little more wrap-up of the Lady Tigers game after this break. I want to take a few moments to thank some sponsors on tonight's broadcast. All of these sponsors tonight have made these broadcasts throughout the playoffs possible. C&H Plants opening day is April 9th. You'll find C&H Plants open on PP Highway Monday, Wednesday, and Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5, and at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays as well. All right, joined now by Coach Chris Flood, who was kind enough to walk up here. Tough one. You did some things defensively. I think you did some things to shut down Marshfield that you knew you had to do. And then the fourth quarter, just those players that hadn't been doing it, they just hit big shots.
Yeah, they did. The Smith kid, she really hadn't done anything the whole game, and then she comes out, and like I told the kids, just give her a ton of credit. She stepped up and hit 2 big threes when they needed it. And we had some chances there, had some spots. I mean, we were definitely trying not to let Aldridge beat us, but that's what happens. Good team, someone else steps up, and like I said, give Marshfield credit on that.
Last possession looked like you tried to just go to the bucket and get a quick one. Didn't get a foul call, but was that kind of the plan, just score quick and see what happened?
We were going to try and attack it, and I thought Kabeski did a good job. I thought she got in there, and I think there was contact, but in a game like this, there's a lot of times they're not going to call it, and that's just the way it boiled down. It made a little bit of difference with it being a difference between a 2 or a 3, what we were going to do, and unfortunately, we just didn't. That last 55 seconds or so, they make the plays. We didn't do it. And it's just the way it's going to go. But they're a young group. We've come a long ways, and to be about, like I said, about 50, 55 seconds away from going to Columbia. couldn't ask for anything more. And just like I say, give Marshfield a ton of credit.
All right, I know it's tough, but I appreciate you coming up. Lady Tigers lose it 49-45 in their quarterfinal, and the Tigers just finished warm-ups and went back into the locker room for a final word from their coach, joined now by Roger Wheeler. Roger, that was a tough one to watch. The Lady Tigers looked like they might have had it, and then just Marshfield made plays, as I told Coach Flood down the stretch.
Well, they made their adjustments that we talked about at halftime and found a way to run their offense and to get some shots that they wanted, and a tough call there at the end, and that's basketball, and that's why it's officiated by humans. And whether they got it right, I wouldn't play with our hearts, but they represented themselves well. The Lady Tigers, can hold their heads up high and know that they're most likely going to be back here for a number of years to come.
Yeah, young team, the youngest team that I've covered since I've been here, and one of the youngest teams that you're going to see with really no seniors got any playing time in this one. And so everybody who was on the floor is going to be back next year. And as Chris Flood said, they were less than a minute away from a trip to Columbia, and so they'll be back and trying to do it again next season. Right now, it's the Tigers getting set to take on Borgia. The Knights are just about ready to come back onto the floor, and the Tigers will be back shortly as well. We're going to take a quick break before we talk about that one after this. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic, 732-SAFE, or online at familysafemo.com. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel is offering a discount for our listeners. If you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, that's chicks, C-H-I-C-S, runningchicks.com, you'll get 10% off your order of shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more, and a portion of their proceeds always go to the great organization Girls on the Run. Life is a race. Be comfortable. Well, the PA announcer just announced that the other quarterfinal on the girls' side, Incarnate Word was leading, what was it, Roger? 50-12 at halftime over Jefferson City Helias. So Incarnate Word looming for the Marshfield Blue Jays, and that was going to be a tough one. Whoever came out of this, Incarnate Word only one loss on the season. They were dominating state champions last year. That's the team that in the finals against Webb City, or maybe that was a semifinal, I can't remember which. It was a running clock in Columbia. So Incarnate Word, essentially the Walnut Grove of Class 4 the last couple of seasons, as they've been dominating, and they are dominating again against Jeff City Helias. In this one, it's going to be the St. Francis Borgia Knights out of Washington, Missouri, taking on Republic. Borgia 19-8. They're led by Walton Eckelkamp, averaging 12.2 points a game. They get 11.4 points a game from Joe Helfrich. Luke DeLine averages 8.8. And DeLine, their three-point shooter, he's got 61 threes on the season. Adam Meyer averaging a little over 7 points a game as well. And Zach Schweisguth, a 5'10 senior guard, leads the offense. He averages 5.8 assists per game. So kind of controlling Schweisguth. And on the flip side, I think as Borgia looks at Republic, they're probably thinking the same thing about Beckemeyer, who averages about 6 assists a game. Both of those guards might not be the leading scorers, but they make the offenses go.
Once again, it's a mirror image look of two teams playing against each other. I think the advantage that the Tigers see in this one for themselves is they have more weapons, more bullets to shoot, bullets sitting on the bench that come in, and I think that will play a real key as we get into the flow of the game. You'll see Republic take that domination.
A couple of things to watch for in addition to that. I think Tigers feel like that if Borgia does press, that they can beat the press, and when they've got an opportunity, they can get down and score some easy buckets. I think, too, that we may see Geiger take the ball up top and just dribble into the heart of that zone defense, because he's a guy who, if he can get around that first wave of defenders, has the body control to go between defenders on the inside, and that is a vulnerability in this matchup zone for Borgia. So look for Geiger to maybe handle the ball up top a little bit more as the game goes on, and they're going to try to move him into the interior where he can take advantage of space as he does so well.
The key to getting to this point and then to Columbia is having athletic players, and Republic is full of athleticism, and I think they're going to put that on display against Borgia.
We'll see what happens. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of this one. Tigers and Knights with a chance to go to Columbia on the line. Back with more after this.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Sequiota Fitness, owned by Republic's Chris and Emily Nowlin, is Springfield's new group fitness studio. And they offer specialized high school athlete training now to pair young athletes with the exercises that will help them most in their chosen sport. It's really pretty cool. They're across from Sequiota Park, and you can call to learn more at 693-6505. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, and they come with a lifetime warranty and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Check them out online at crossbreedholsters.com. At Bear's All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. 50 different burgers, 21 wing sauces, rattle-your-soul appetizers, and 4 full pages of tantalizing American fare will toast your hankering for a good meal. That's Bear's All-American Sports Grill in Republic. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travels, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Teamwork always pays, whether you're on or off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Online and mobile banking, home and commercial loans, insurance, investments, business services, and more. Talk to Renee Rogers in Republic for more information or visit them on the web at empirebank.com. Flea, tick, and heartworm season is upon us. Is your pet protected? Come see us at Republic Animal Hospital for personalized treatment plans. Now open next to McAllister's in Republic. That's Republic Animal Hospital. Yoakum Automotive has been a staple in Republic since 1986. They're a full-service repair facility. They have shuttle service if you need to get to work, and they're now offering $5 off an oil change if the Tigers win tonight. Just mention the Tiger discount when you go in. You can find them online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Number 24, Cody Geiger. For 6th ranked Borgia center, 6'5" senior, number 44, Joseph Helfrich. For Republic, gap forward, a 6-foot senior, number 3, Chase Hoffman. For 6th ranked Borgia, at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 32, Adam Meyer. For Republic, at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13, Canyon Smith. And for 6th ranked Borgia at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 23, Zachary Schweishgood. For Republic at guard, a 5'10" junior, number 2, Brock Yoka. Head coach for 6th ranked Borgia, Dave Nyer.
All right, both teams introduced, and let's go over starting lineups for you right here. At one guard for Borgia, Walton Eckelkamp, a 6'2" sophomore. Zach Schweisguth will run the point. He's a senior at 5'10". Luke DeLine, their three-point shooter, a senior at 6'3". On the inside, Adam Meyer at forward, a 6'4" senior, and Joe Helfrich, a 6'5" senior, averaging 11.4 a game for the Knights, also in the starting lineup. Same five as normal for the Tigers. Dylan Beckemeyer running the point, a 6-foot senior. Brock Yoakum, a 5'11" junior. Canyon Smith, a 6-foot senior. Jace Hoffman, a 6-foot senior on the inside, alongside Cody Geiger, a 6'4" senior. Geiger and Helfrich will jump center to start things off. Both teams out on the floor. And here we go, state quarterfinals from SBU and Bolivar. Whistle blows. Official dribbles it, throws it in the air, and Geiger controls the tip. Tips it back to Beckemeyer. Tigers have the ball first. Beckemeyer dribbles far side. Pulls it up. Goes down in the corner to Smith. Smith has it tipped away by Borgia out of bounds, and Republic keeps it on the sideline. Throwing it in is Canyon Smith, and he goes to Beckemeyer, who dribbles it across half court. Took it in the back court. Comes near side to Yoakum. Yoakum dribbles it twice, goes to Smith. Fakes the pass, comes back to Yoakum, down low to Hoffman on the baseline. Hoffman picks it up, goes to Geiger in the middle. Geiger loses the handle, back out to Yoakum. Top of the key, three, off the back iron. Rebound, stripped away by Beckemeyer. Took it right away from Borgia, and now inside, a foul called against Borgia. Schweisguth had it, but Beckemeyer took it away, and the Tigers keep the ball. Still no score, less than a minute into this one. Foul goes against Eckelkamp. Inbound to Geiger on the floor, puts it up, has it blocked out of bounds. Little contact, no call inside, and the Tigers keep it. So the Tigers with a third crack at it. Very loud, boisterous fan section for St. Francis Borgia. Beckemeyer takes the three, right wing, swish! Beckemeyer hits the three, and the Tigers lead at 3-0. 7:07 left to go in the first. Schweisguth, guarded by Smith, man-to-man defense for the Tigers. Hands it off to DeLine. DeLine spins around top of the key, pulls it up, goes off to Meyer. Meyer gets it to Schweisguth. Schweisguth goes around a pick. Down the left side, over on the wing to DeLine, puts up a three, too long. Rebound, knocked out by Beckemeyer, and Borgia will keep it. Right of the bucket, Schweisguth. On the baseline, looking to bounce it in, and bounces it off of Canyon Smith's foot, out of bounds, and they do it again. Tried to hit Helfrich, cutting to the bucket. Helfrich, a 6'5" senior. They go inside this time, and they hit, I believe, Adam Meyer. Nope, it was DeLine who took the pass, cutting to the bucket. Lays it in, and it's 3-2, Republic. Yoakum has it, gets it across the timeline to Beckemeyer. Back to Yoakum, looks inside, instead goes to Smith, far side. They swing it near side to Beckemeyer. Left hand directs traffic, dribbles around a pick from Hoffman, pulls up at the arc, goes to Geiger, top of the key, swings it to Yoakum, far side, in front of the Borgia bench. Back to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer thinks about a shot, instead puts it on the floor, goes to Yoakum right side, back to Beckemeyer. Takes a long three-pointer, and it goes down! Bounced around 3 times, and Beckemeyer hit it. And it's 6-2, Republic with the lead. Helfrich dribbles against Smith. Comes right side, right wing to DeLine. DeLine goes to the top of the key, hits Meyer. Meyer back out to DeLine. Top of the key, guarded by Yoakum. Dribbles between the legs, backs it out. Goes to Schweisguth, dribbles free throw line, almost stolen away by Smith. Schweisguth trapped in the middle, throws it away. Tracked down by Beckemeyer. Going to go in for a layup. He's hacked, throws it up. It won't go, but Beckemeyer is going to go to the line. And he took a hard fall against the base of the basket, holding those goals up down at the end line. But he's all right and goes to shoot. Schweisguth commits the foul, and Beckemeyer tries to give the Tigers an 8-point lead, or rather, yes, a 6-point lead, and he misses the first. 6-2 currently, and he's got one more coming up. Spins the ball, sends it on its way, good. Beckemeyer has all 7 points for the Tigers. And it never fails. We talked about him not necessarily scoring points, but leading the offense. And now tipped away by Hoffman. On the floor, picked up by Borgia. There's a scrum on the floor, and a held ball is called. Hoffman tipped it away. Borgia jumped on it. That was Helfrich. But Hoffman got a hand on it and forced the possession arrow to switch, even though Borgia keeps it for now. 7-2. Tigers with the lead. Schweisgut dribbles against Smith. Goes far side to the line. DeLine dribbles, top of the key. Comes right side to Eckelkamp. Puts up a three. Short. Rebound pulled down by Geiger. Geiger blocked out Helfrich. And here come the Tigers leading by 5. Beckemeyer has scored all 7 for the Tigers so far. Passes it to Yoakum, and they play catch out front as Trevor Fisher calls the play. Beckemeyer working top of the key against this matchup zone. Backs it out. Beckemeyer, top of the key, dribbles around a pick. Goes right side, pulls it back out again. 4:39 left to go in the first. Skip pass to Smith. Shot fake, goes to Yoakum, top of the key, three. Good! Brock Yoakum and 3 threes for the Tigers. They lead at 10-2. Timeout, Borgia. 4:25 left to go in the first. The Tigers off to a great start. CNH Plants has a full line of bedding plants, vegetable starts, garden seed, hanging baskets, a huge selection of perennials, and roses, including knockouts. On PP Highway just west of Republic, you'll find Sherry there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. Also at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays. Great start for the Tigers. They lead at 10-2. They've got 3 threes, 2 by Beckemeyer, 1 by Yoakum. And they haven't attacked the zone on the inside. We talked about that zone being vulnerable on the inside, but they've done what Trevor Fisher said they didn't want to do, which is pass it around the outside and hit open shots. I guess if you're going to hit all your shots, it works. Borgia has it as we return to action. 10-2 lead for the Tigers. They dump it down to Helfrich. Helfrich has it tipped away, and now he gets it to Meyer down low, puts up a shot, and he's fouled. Shot does not go, but he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Adam Meyer took it on the left block, turned around, and tried to bank it in. Canyon Smith commits the foul. First foul of the night for the Tigers. Free throw is up and good. Meyer, a left-handed shooter, just like Canyon Smith. 6'4" senior, has 1 point. The next one is up, no good, and Beckemeyer skies in for the rebound. Midway through the first quarter, 10-3 lead for Republic. Yoakum dribbles it once, lobs it down low to Beckemeyer. Shot fake, fadeaway jumper now, no good. Hoffman had the rebound briefly, but it's out off of Borgia, and Republic keeps it. Hoffman grabbed the ball, had it tipped out of his hands by Eckelkamp, and the Tigers keep it. Smith into Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer to Smith around a pick at the arc and decides not to shoot. They swing it far side to Hoffman. In the corner. Comes back to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer dribbles to the free throw line. Bounce pass to Hoffman on the baseline. Puts up a shot partially blocked. Helfrich gets it. Lobs it up ahead. And now it's out of bounds off of Borgia. Lobs it too far. And Beckemeyer almost picked it up. But a smart play as he was kind of falling out of bounds. He decided to let it go. And Borgia was last to touch it. Tigers have it back. 3:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Tigers with a 7-point lead. Trying to earn their way back to Columbia to defend their state title. Canyon Smith goes to Beckemeyer. On the Bearcat logo here at SBU at half court. Free throw line to Geiger. Jumper in the lane, good. Geiger turned around, went to the bucket, and that's what we talked about. Took it at the free throw line and went right at the bucket, took the seam, and used his body control to give the Tigers a 9-point lead. Down low to Helfrich. Backs up, puts it off the glass and in. Borgia answers as they dump it down to Helfrich. He was under the backboard, had to back it up and put it up and in. Yoakum has it, far hash mark. Dribbles at one time in the corner to Geiger. Back to Yoakum, to Beckemeyer, top of the key. Fakes the three, instead goes to Yoakum. Yoakum in front of the Borgia bench. Buchanan Smith near half court. Back to Yoakum. Yoakum dribbles it to half court, bounces it to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer to Hoffman at the free throw line, dribbles it one time, has it knocked away, goes back out to Beckemeyer, fakes a shot, instead back down to Hoffman, turnaround jumper, good! Hoffman, a little baby hook shot. 14-5 Tigers. In the corner, they go to Eckelkamp. Eckelkamp back to Schweisguth, puts up a three, rattles around, won't go, falls out. Smith with the rebound. Tigers leading by 9. And the ball, Beckemeyer to Yoakum. Yoakum back to Beckemeyer. 4 substitutions, including Kerr and Ramsey for the Tigers, getting ready to check in over on the sideline at the next stoppage in play. 1:55 left to go in the first. Beckemeyer dribbles it slowly up top, directs traffic, calls for a pick from Hoffman, goes top of the key, dribbles down right down the middle of the lane, floater no good. Hoffman with a rebound, he's hacked, no call, and Borgia comes away with it. DeLine has it, trying to cut into a 9-point lead for the Tigers. DeLine dribbles against Beckemeyer, and now we've got an injury on the floor, and it looks like somebody's turned an ankle for Borgia. Somebody went down hard. It might be Schweisguth. Schweisguth far away from the bucket, and he may have stepped on a foot or something and turned an ankle. But he's in a lot of pain.
And number 42.
And the trainer's going to come out to take a look. 1:28 left to go here in the first quarter. Republic leading 14-5. We're going to take a break and be back after this. Travel agent Carlos Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. All right, Schweisguth is held off, and we're about ready to go again here. Dylan Ramsey has checked in for the Tigers, and so has Jordan Kerr. Tigers leading at 14-5 here early, and Borgia with the ball, Schweisguth out. And again, he's the point guard, averaging 6 assists a game, the guy that makes this offense go. In his place, Gus Kleekamp, the freshman, and timeout called, and I think there's a spot on the floor that they want to wipe up where Schweisguth had fallen down earlier. So they call timeout, get the towel out there, and clean things up. Beckemeyer with 7 points, 3 for Yoakum, 2 each for Hoffman and Geiger, as the Tigers have gotten off to a quick start, trying to get back to Columbia. And here we go. Jack Hellebusch has checked in as well for Borgia. He gets it to Kevin Burke. Burke dribbles against Geiger and goes to Hellebusch. Hellebusch puts up a 3. It's short. Rebound by Yoakum. Tigers come back leading by 9. 1:08 left to go in the first. Beckemeyer has it. Beckemeyer, Yoakum, Geiger, Kerr, and Ramsey. Kerr to Yoakum. Top of the key. Swings it far sideline to Beckemeyer. Back to Kerr. Kerr, crossed over dribble down the lane, jumps to Yoakum. Yoakum thinks about a 3. Instead to Geiger. Back to Beckemeyer. Top of the key, between the legs, backs it out again. To Geiger at the free throw line. Turns around, goes to Yoakum. Yoakum at the arc. Dribbles around a pick from Geiger. Goes back to Geiger at the free throw line. Dribbles it. Spins right down the lane. And that was easy for Geiger. Spun around the defender, put it up and in. 16-5 Tigers. Hellebusch to Eckelkamp. Down low to Helfrich. Pump fake off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled, I think, from behind by Ramsey. So a 2-shot foul coming up. Free throws coming up for Joe Helfrich, averaging 11-4 a game. Ramsey's first foul.
Joseph Helfrich at the line, shooting 2.
And Helfrich to shoot a couple of free throws. First one is up and good. Borgia's always got good free throw shooters from the time I used to cover them when I was in Jeff City. They would see their games. Always disciplined, always good free throw shooters. Next one is up and good. Helfrich with 4, and it's 16-7 Tigers. Inbound to Kerr. Kerr double-teamed in the backcourt. Gets it to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer pulls it up, throws it to Geiger across half court. Geiger Down the lane, floater, off the glass, rolls around, won't go, but he's fouled. So Geiger just so explosive with that first step and took it right at the bucket. Took the pass out near the scorer's table and went right to the hoop, and he shoots 2 free throws. Foul goes against Helfrich, his first. First free throw, no good by Geiger. Dribbles it twice, sends the next one on its way, good. So Geiger has 5, and it's a 9-point lead, or 10-point lead rather, 17-7. Biggest lead of the game for the Tigers, 8 seconds left in the quarter. Hellebusch against Kerr, has it tipped away, picks it up, goes over to Eckelkamp, puts up a long 3, off the back iron, no good. Last second shot is up, no good. It's not going to count either way, and we come to the end of the first quarter. Great start for the Tigers. End of 1. Republic 17, Borgia 7. Back with more after this. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic at 732-SAFE or online at familysafemo.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel has more than 20 chicks to choose from, including their basketball chick. You can stock up for the rest of the playoffs or even stock up for next year. And if you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, you get 10% off your order of shorts, shirts, hoodies, and more. Life is a race. Be comfortable. Tigers have it as we start the second quarter, leading by 10, 17-7. They go to Smith near side, back out to Beckemeyer. Being very deliberate. When they've gotten it to Geiger and found him in the middle, he's been effective. Kerr has it, bounces it down to Geiger in the corner. He's double-teamed. Goes to Kerr. Kerr spins around the defender, and then they throw it to Geiger on the sideline, back to Kerr. Kerr fakes a pass inside, goes back to Geiger in front of the Borgia bench, down on the baseline to Kenyon Smith. He dribbles it out along the sideline, far side, and steps on the sideline out of bounds. So Borgia forces the turnover as Smith lost track of where he was on the floor. And Borgia will get the ball back, trying to cut into this 10-point lead for Republic. Zachary Schweishguth is putting his shoe back on after getting his left or his right ankle taped up after he left the game. So he's going to try to get back in. The line has the ball guarded by Smith. Throws it out between the rings to Eckelkamp. Eckelkamp dribbles between his legs, almost knocked away, and now Borgia throws it away. Eckelkamp tried to throw it to Hellebusch, missed him, and it goes over and back. And this defensive pressure by the Tigers really causing fits for Borgia. So the Tigers have it. 7 minutes left to go here in the second, leading by 10, 17-7. Kenyon Smith gets it to Geiger, top of the key. Puts up a turnaround jumper inside the arc, leaves it short. And back the other way goes Borgia. They go to Eckelkamp, puts up a quick 3, misses everything. Helfrich with a rebound. Too hard, and Geiger blocks out on the rebound and is fouled. Adam Meyer tried to go up over the back, and he fouled him. And Meyer thought the foul was on Geiger, and then he realized it was on him, and he kind of did a double take.
Foul is on number 32.
So Meyer commits his first foul.
Meyer, his first, team fourth.
Still no scoring here in the second quarter, right where we were at the end of the first. The Tigers leading 17-7. 6:40 left to go here in the second. Yoakum gets it to Beckemeyer, and they cross half court. To Smith, left open from 3, shot fake, goes inside, back to Beckemeyer, wide open, no good. Hoffman with a putback, can't get it to go. Geiger with a rebound, baby hook in. Cody Geiger on the third chance. And it's 19-7 Tigers. Quickly at the other end, DeLine puts up a three and gets it to go. DeLine's going to have to hit from three if Borgia wants to get back in it. Down to a 9-point lead, 19-10.
30, Luke DeLine.
So it was an 11-point lead, rather a 12-point lead moments ago for Republic. Beckemeyer to Smith in the corner. Left open three, no good off the back iron. Tipped out by Hoffman, but out of bounds. Hoffman knew he wasn't going to be able to grab the ball, and so he tried to tip it back, and he tipped it too hard and went out of bounds.
Number 40, Spencer Jordan. And number 42, Kevin Burke. And number 20, Gus Claycamp.
So Borgia gets the ball back, trailing by 9, 5:49 left to go in the second quarter. 7 points for Beckemeyer and 7 now for Geiger. DeLine working on Smith. Jump stop inside. Swings it far side to Nair beyond the arc. On the perimeter, they get it to DeLine. DeLine puts it on the floor, crosses over, spins to the free throw line, steps inside the lane, puts up a shot, soft touch, won't go. Smith with a rebound. And the Tigers come back leading by 9. Smith crosses the timeline, goes to Geiger, right down the middle of the lane, floater no good. Ball on the floor, Borgia picks it up. And DeLine has his pocket pick. Beckemeyer comes in, fingertip roll, won't go. Geiger with a rebound. And a foul called on the inside as Geiger tried to put it back, but I think they're going to say no shot.
Georgia foul is on number 10, Jacob Nair. His first.
So the foul goes against Nair. Borgia fans not happy with that. And a technical foul now called on the Borgia bench as they were in the ear of the officials, not happy with the call. They thought Geiger went over the back to grab the rebound, but there was no whistle, and Smith is going to shoot free throws. You got to hand it to the Borgia student section. They're still chanting down by 9 with a technical foul called on their team.
Candy Smith will be shooting the technical free throw.
Smith to shoot. And the official, in a conversation with the Borgia bench over there, just shrugs his shoulders like, I don't know what to tell you. Call's been made. And Smith to shoot. Free throw is up and good by Smith. Smith is in the scorebook, and he's got another one coming. 10-point lead for the Tigers, 20-10. Next one on the way, good. Smith with his first 2 points. 5:05 left to go in the second quarter, and an 11-point lead for the Tigers, and they've got the ball back. A chance to build on it. Yoakum throws it into Beckemeyer in the backcourt. Beckemeyer guarded by Kevin Burke. Gets it to Smith. Smith back to Beckemeyer. This matchup zone not causing problems so far for the Tigers. They go inside to Geiger. Turnaround jumper from 10 feet. No good. Bounces around twice. Rebound pulled down by Borgia. They go across the timeline. That's Cleecamp. Cleecamp down low on the baseline. And they go to Helfrich. Back to Cleecamp. Cleecamp, a 6-foot freshman. Back to the top of the key. DeLine rattles home a three. DeLine has 2 threes in the quarter, and he's got 8 points in the game. It's back down to an 8-point lead for the Tigers, 21-13. Beckemeyer to Smith to Yoakum. Down in the corner to Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles it one time on the baseline. Skip pass to Smith. Three-pointer away. No good. Short. Rebound to Helfrich, or rather Burke. Burke grabs it, gets it to Nair. Trying to cut into an 8-point lead. DeLine dribbles against Beckemeyer. Comes right side on the perimeter. Around a pick. Tries to dump it down low. Tipped out of bounds. Saved in bounds by Yoakum to Hoffman. Great play by Yoakum as he jumped over the inline and saved it back in. And Hoffman grabbed it. Everybody else was giving up on the ball, but Yoakum stayed with it. Smith has it far sideline to Beckemeyer. And then they come to Yoakum. Yoakum to Smith. Near half court to Yoakum. They play catch on the perimeter. Looking inside, can't find anybody. Smith backs it out. Goes to Beckemeyer on the far hash mark. Beckemeyer down the sideline. He's bumped. Blocking foul called against Kleekamp. Kleekamp was right up on him and gave him a little bump. First foul on Kleekamp. Sixth team foul on Borgia. Well, they say the scoreboard says 16 fouls, but Beckemeyer is standing at the free throw line like he's going to shoot. So it's 17 fouls, not 6. And Beckemeyer shoots 1 and 1. Free throw up, no good. And rebound to Helfrich. Helfrich goes to Schweisguth, who's back into the game after injuring that ankle. Schweisguth dribbles against Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer right on him. They go to Eckelkamp, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Republic, but there's a foul. And I think that might be against the Tigers. Dylan Ramsey commits his second foul, and Borgia has it back. Trailing by 8 against the Tigers here in the second quarter. 3:07 left to go in the half. DeLine has it and comes to Schweisguth. Between the rings. Dribbles it with a left hand. Guarded by Smith. Goes around a pick. Comes right side. Down the right side of the middle lane. And he's fouled on the way up and hits the shot.
23, Zach
Schweisguth went right to the bucket. Double pump. Banked it home. And a foul goes against Geiger. His first. And Schweisguth with a chance to cut into this lead. 3-point play. If he hits the free throw, that would cut the lead down to 5. It's 21-15 Tigers right now. Schweisguth eyes the rim, sends it on its way. Good. 3 for Schweisguth, and it's 21-16, so Borgia with a little run here. Tigers have had a couple of unproductive trips down at the other end. Beckemeyer to Yoakum. And Yoakum picks it up beyond the half-court line. And now they get it to Smith. Back to Yoakum. Yoakum bounces it left wing to Smith. Plays catch. Back to Yoakum and over to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer dribbles it with a left hand along the far sideline. Comes to Yoakum. Yoakum looks inside. Loses the handle. Picked up there on the sideline. And I guess that's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say that Eckelkamp picked it up, but he was on the sideline. So Republic keeps it. The ball just slipped out of Yoakum's hand as he went to pick up the dribble. Beckemeyer to Yoakum. Yoakum bounce pass to Geiger. Down the lane. Puts it up and in. Again, Geiger finds the seam and now thrown out of bounds. Tigers, Beckemeyer forces a turnover. He was just being a little kind of a pesky gnat, not real full court pressure, but he caused the turnover. And Beckemeyer throws it into Smith. Tigers leading by 7 and a chance to extend that lead. Kenyon Smith has it. They go to Beckemeyer, far side, to Smith at the free throw line. Back to Yoakum, top of the key, shot away, good! Rocky Yoakum hits 3. He's got 6. Back to a 10-point lead for the Tigers. Schweisguth, far side to DeLine. Drives baseline, puts up a little left-handed floater, rolls around, falls off the side. Hoffman with a rebound. Gives it to Yoakum. 1:44 left to go in the half. 26-16 Tigers. Smith to Yoakum. Yoakum back to Smith between the rings. They go to Yoakum right side. Dumps it to Beckemeyer. Drives down inside. Misses the shot though. And the rebound pulled down by Borgia. That's Helfrich. And they get it to Schweisguth. Beckemeyer took it. I thought he was going to pass it, and he was so quick to the bucket. Couldn't figure out at first what he was going to do. Inside to Helfrich. Puts it on the floor. Banks it home.
Number 44, Joseph Helfrich.
Helfrich has 6, and it's 26-18 Republic. 1:05 left to go in the half. Yoakum to Beckemeyer. They cross the timeline. Now to Hoffman. Left side. Dribbles it to the baseline, and now has the ball stolen away. Tried to hit Beckemeyer. Schweisguth steals it, but Beckemeyer takes it back. Schweisguth looked like he was going to have an easy shot. How Beckemeyer caught him, I don't know, but he did. I don't know if the ankle's bothering Schweisguth, but he had quite a bit of separation, and Beckemeyer somehow caught up with him. And the Tigers are going to hold it. 33 seconds left to go in the half. It's 26-18. Republic with the lead. Yoakum has the ball, guarded by Kevin Burt up top. near half court. Burke with a bump and gets called for a foul. Hands all over him. And the senior forward commits his foul. His first. Eighth team foul, and now Yoakum's going to shoot free throws. Yoakum was 12 of 12 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter in the sectional victory. Dakota Fortner checks in, and Cody Geiger checks out with 22 seconds left here in the half. First free throw up and good. Brock Yoakum with 7 points, and he's got one more coming. 27-18. Free throw is up, and he left it short. So that was at least 13 in a row that Yoakum hit before he missed that one. 9-point lead. Down the other way. Shot is up by DeLine, no good. Rebound by Helfrich, puts it on the floor one time and dribbles it on the inline. Helfrich grabbed the rebound. DeLine took a quick three-pointer on the left wing, missed it, and Helfrich turned it over. So 12.4 seconds left. Geiger and Smith are going to check back in for this final possession. And a chance to get the lead to double digits as we come to halftime. It's 27-18 right now. Beckemeyer dribbles it up. 9 seconds left to go in the half. Still not across the timeline. Crossover dribble. 5 seconds left. 4, 3. At the top of the key. Backs off, puts up a shot. A wild one. It rolls around and won't go. Not a great shot by Dylan Beckemeyer. He didn't dish it off. Still almost got the shot to go, but a good first half for the Tigers. We're at halftime in the state quarterfinals. Republic leads St. Francis Borgia 27-18. Back with more after this break. Sequiota Fitness, owned by Republic's Chris and Emily Nowlin, is Springfield's new group fitness studio. And they offer specialized high school athlete training now to pair young athletes with the exercises that will help them most in their chosen sport. It's really pretty cool. They're across from Sequiota Park, and you can call to learn more at 693-6505. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, and they come with a lifetime warranty and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Check them out online at crossbreedholsters.com. At Bears All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. 50 different burgers, 21 wing sauces, rattle-your-soul appetizers, and 4 full pages of tantalizing American fare will toast your hankering for a good meal. That's Bears All-American Sports Grill in Republic. Teamwork always pays, whether you're on or off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Online and mobile banking, home and commercial loans, insurance, investments, business services, and more. Talk to Renee Rogers in Republic for more information or visit them on the web at empirebank.com. Republic Animal Hospital is now offering complete pet care for all life stages, from puppies and kittens to seniors. Let us care for your pets like our own. Republic Animal Hospital, Republic's newest veterinary clinic, now open next to McAllister's. Go in and check them out. Yoakum Automotive has been a staple in Republic since 1986. They're a full-service repair facility. They have shuttle service if you need to get to work, and they're now offering $5 off an oil change if the Tigers win tonight. Just mention the Tiger discount when you go in. You can find them online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, back in Bolivar, where the Tigers are one half of basketball away from a return trip to Columbia. That would make 3 trips in 5 years for Republic, which what a powerhouse the Tigers have turned into. And they've got a decent shot at it as they've got a 9-point lead, leading 27-18 over Borgia. Roger Wheeler was down on the baseline taking pictures and video of that first half. And Roger, what'd you think?
David, have you heard the phrase easy peasy lemon squeezy?
From my 6-year-old daughter, yes, but never in a sportscast.
That's kind of where it should come from, probably. But as long as the Tigers run their offensive sets, they're finding their shots, the baskets they want. They're running their sets to whether they want a perimeter shot or whether they want to get it inside. It's there. It's the times that they try to rush it that they come away with nothing. But if they run their offense the way they know how, that easy peasy lemon squeezy way, they can score when they want.
Well, I heard Trevor Fisher calling out easy peasy lemon squeezy several times in the first half, so interesting name for their offensive sets. Let's take a look at the scoring in the I don't know how to respond. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half. First for Borgia, the Knights led by Luke DeLine, who had 8 points. He had 2 3-pointers in the second quarter and kind of kept Borgia in it when they were really struggling. 6 points for Joe Helfrich, averaging 11.4 a game. Zachary Schweisguth with 3 points and 1 for Adam Meyer. Leading scorer for Borgia on the season, Walton Eckelkamp, the 6'2 sophomore, held scoreless in the first half, so that's a big key defensively for the Tigers. For Republic, Cody Geiger had 9 points. Dylan Beckemeyer and Brock Yoakum each had 7. They had a pair of threes each. Kenyon Smith with 2 points, both at the free throw line, and Chase Hoffman with 2 points as well. Boy, if Republic goes into halftime leading by 9 and Kenyon Smith has 2 points, another reason to maybe feel good about the second half. I mean, obviously anything can happen, but the Tigers, I don't feel like the Tigers have hit their stride offensively yet, although they did get the 4 threes from Beckemeyer and Yoakum. But with Smith missing a couple of shots, Geiger really attacked the middle of that zone when he got it. And so I think probably Trevor Fisher in the locker room telling his team to be patient and find Geiger there at the free throw line, because when he takes it there, he's so explosive, he's finding that seam.
Yeah, and Dylan Beckemeyer hitting those 2 early threes, 7 points in the first quarter, and like you said, with Brock Yoakum hitting 1 as well in the first quarter, that kind of set the stage, and you could kind of even see it in the faces of the Borgia players as they had that look on their face of, yeah, this is the Tigers we expected to see. And then they went inside, and Geiger kind of took over for the second quarter.
27-18 at halftime. Tigers with the lead. We'll be back with more after this. I want to take a few moments to thank some sponsors on tonight's broadcast. All of these sponsors tonight have made these broadcasts throughout the playoffs possible. C&H Plants opening day is April 9th. You'll find C&H Plants open on PP Highway Monday, Wednesday, and Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5, and at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays as well. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic, 732-SAFE, or online at familysafemo.com. Vision Health Eye Center, outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel is offering a discount for our listeners. If you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, that's chicks, C-H-I-C-S, runningchicks.com, you'll get 10% off your order of shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more, and a portion of their proceeds always go to the great organization Girls on the Run. Life is a race. Be comfortable. Well, the Tigers warming up here on the floor at SBU in Bolivar. They're 16 minutes of basketball action away from a return trip to the Final Four. Borgia's still not back on the floor warming up as halftime is winding down. So a lot to talk about for Borgia as they will have a big hurdle to overcome. And now here they file back onto the floor. Again, the Tigers led by Cody Geiger with 9 points. He's missed a couple of shots on the inside, and Canyon Smith has missed a couple of open threes. Yeah, those are shots that usually at least half of those would have gone. It could be worse for Borgia. Republic, though, playing very well here in the first half of the quarterfinals. If you missed it, it was a tough loss for Republic's girls in their state quarterfinal as they lost 49-45 to Marshfield. And Marshfield moves on to the state semifinals, and Republic ends its season with a great record of 25-6. A team that will be all back as far as the major contributors, all back next season, and trying to build on the tradition of the Lady Tigers basketball program. Teams getting final instructions from their coaches as we're just about ready to go here in the second half. Tigers against the Knights in the state quarterfinals. Borgia will have it first here in the second half. Republic leads it 27-18, and here we go. 16 minutes to the state Final Four in Columbia. Canyon Smith guards Schweisguth. Schweisguth picks it up, bounces it to Eckelkamp. Eckelkamp off to Schweisguth. Spins, free throw line extended, bounces it out to Luke DeLine, and a foul called against Republic. As DeLine had the ball, Brock Yoakum commits his first foul. And inbounding right at the bucket will be Schweisguth. Schweisguth can't find anybody, bounces it in, knocked away and picked up by Cody Geiger. And the Tigers have it, leading by 9. A half minute into the third quarter here. Beckemeyer, guarded near half court by Meyer, dumps it into Geiger. He loses the handle, picked up by Beckemeyer, floats it down. Nice no-look pass to Hoffman, double pump, no good. Geiger with a rebound, off the glass, and it goes down. Geiger with a second chance point. He's got 11, 29-18 Tigers. Schweisguth dribbles far sideline to DeLine. DeLine on the perimeter. They swing it around near side to Schweisguth, guarded by Smith. Dumps it down low to DeLine. Turnaround jumper in the lane is good. Little 5-footer by Luke DeLine. He's got 10 points, and it's 29-20 Tigers. Yoakum gets it to Beckemeyer in the backcourt. Back to Yoakum, and he crosses half court. They pick it up, bounce it to Geiger at the free throw line. Puts it on the floor, puts it up, has it blocked, and a foul called, and he'll be shooting 2. Geiger backed it down on the dribble, turned around, put it up. The shot was blocked, but they say they got him with the body. Still haven't seen who the foul was on. It was on DeLine, his first. And Geiger shoots 2 free throws. First one is good. Geiger with 12 points. And it's a 10-point lead for the Tigers, 30-20. Next one on the way. No good. Rolled around, fell off, and Meyer with a rebound. Here comes Borgia, trailing by 10. 6:39 left to go here in the third quarter. Schweisguth goes far side to Eckelkamp, and they go back to Schweisguth, lobs it down to Helfrich, has it stolen away by Beckemeyer, but Beckemeyer was standing out of bounds. So Helfrich turned around, and Beckemeyer grabbed the ball away from him, but he was standing out of bounds on the baseline. Trying to inbound it, they bounce it into Helfrich. Turnaround jumper in the lane from 7 feet, no good. Yoakum with a rebound. Here come the Tigers. 30-20, leading by 10. Beckemeyer to Geiger at the free throw line, bounces it, gets it back out. Tried to turn and go to the bucket, didn't have any space that time. Yoakum thinks about a three on the perimeter, goes top of the key to Beckemeyer, drives down, no look pass, bounce pass down low to Hoffman, banks it in.
Number 3, Chase Hoffman.
Nice pass by Beckemeyer, and Hoffman finishes. The lead is 12. Right side of the lane, and Schweisguth goes right at the bucket and draws a foul. Missed the shot, but he'll shoot two. Schweisguth didn't waste any time. Hoffman commits his first foul. Second team foul of the half on the Tigers. And Schweisguth has 3 points. Tries to build on that. Spins the ball, eyes the bucket. Kind of bobs up and down at the knees and sends it home. Hits the first one. Schweisguth has 4. 32-21. 12-point lead was the biggest of the game for the Tigers just a moment ago. 5:50 left to go in the third. Schweisguth eyes the bucket, sends it on its way, missed it. Hoffman with a rebound. So a chance to build on this 11-point lead. Beckemeyer walks it up court. Goes to Yoakum. Tigers have done a great job against this matchup zone. Yoakum to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer calls the play, dribbles right side. Goes top of the key around a pick from Geiger. Now dribbles down the right side of the lane to Yoakum in the corner. Fakes a shot, dribbles inside to Smith, top of the key. Steps inside the arc, pulls it up, bounces it over to Yoakum. Tigers reset. Beckemeyer holds the ball, lobs it to Hoffman at the free throw line. Spins, dribbles once to Yoakum, back to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer around a pick from Geiger. Dribbles down inside, pulls it up, back to Yoakum. 5:07 left to go in the third. 11-point lead and the ball for the Tigers. Yoakum to Beckemeyer, right side. Dribbles to the free throw line. Backs it out. Goes to Yoakum. Yoakum to Beckemeyer. Puts up a three. Nobody guarding him. Missed it short. Rebound off of Geiger. Picked up by Borgia. Luke DeLine grabs it. Gets it to Schweisguth. They go far side to Eckelkamp. Eckelkamp still hasn't scored. Leading scorer for Borgia on the season. Schweisguth left wing. Guarded by Smith. Between the legs dribble. Pulls it up. Right at the arc. Harassed by Hoffman. Goes to Burke. Burke back to Schweisguth. Can't find anybody. Pulls it back out. Reset the offense. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third. Burke has it. Far sideline. Top of the key to the line. They come to Eckelkamp. Eckelkamp thinks about a three. They go to Helfrich. Helfrich to Burke. Burke, ball above the head, just inside the arc, near the top of the key. Goes off to Schweisguth. Now DeLine has it. They swing it to Eckelkamp. Borgia being patient. Now they dump it down low to Burke. Burke loses control of the ball, picks it up in the lane, gets it off, and a traveling call against Eckelkamp. Great defensive possession by the Tigers as they just would not let Borgia find an opening. Borgia had it for about 45 seconds and never even got a shot. Great defense by Republic. Only 21 points for Borgia, and we're more than midway through the third quarter. You talk about the offensive weapons of the Tigers, but defense is the bread and butter. Beckemeyer, bounce pass down low to Smith, has the shot blocked. Here comes Schweisguth, and Yoakum tries to pick his pocket, and a foul called against Yoakum. Schweisguth was going to go all the way to the bucket. Yoakum tried to step in front of him and got called for the foul, his second personal foul. And Borgia has it back, 3:39 left to go in the third. Republic leads at 32-21. Helfrich, and they lob it down low, and a dunk on the alley-oop by Eckelkamp. So Eckelkamp with his first bucket, and we'll see if that ignites Borgia. 32-23, 9-point lead for the Tigers. Yoakum to Smith. Smith guarded up top, and now a timeout called by Trevor Fisher. Wants to talk things over. 3:12 left to go in the third quarter. Tigers in control, 32-23. Back with more after this. Girls on the run. Life is a race. Be comfortable.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Sequiota Fitness, owned by Republic's Chris and Emily Nowlin, is Springfield's new group fitness studio. And they offer specialized high school athlete training now to pair young athletes with the exercises that will help them most in their chosen sport. It's really pretty cool. They're across from Sequiota Park, and you can call to learn more at 693-6505. Tigers have the ball, leading by 9. 3:12 left to go in the third quarter as we return to action. State quarterfinals from Bolivar. Beckemeyer gets it to Smith. And Smith dribbles it up top against this matchup zone. Hits a cutting Beckemeyer down the middle of the lane. Double pump, no good. Dylan Ramsey with the one-handed tip in. Ramsey with his first points. And it's 34-23 Tigers. Under 3 left to go in the third. Schweisgut bounces it to Helfrich. Hands it back to Schweisgut. Drives down the right side. Double pump floater is good. Nice move by Schweisgut. He's got 6. Back down to 9. 34-25. Slowly up court comes Dylan Beckemeyer. Directs traffic with the right hand. Goes to Yoakum. Bounces it to Smith on the right side. Back to Yoakum. Yoakum to Beckemeyer. And they come to Geiger on the right wing. Back to Beckemeyer. Looking inside. Doesn't find anybody. Now a no-look pass down to Yoakum down low. Yoakum got loose. And he's got 9. Banked it in. 36-25 Tigers. Schweisgut. Inside the arc. Tries to lob it down low, and he does. He finds Helfrich down there. A little no-look lob from Schweisgut to Helfrich. And it's 36-27. The offense picking up for both sides. 1:52 left to go in the third. Beckemeyer dribbles up top. Right wing to Smith. To Geiger on the baseline. Back to Smith. Smith to Dylan Ramsey. Swings it far side in front of the Tiger bench to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer to Geiger on the baseline. Dribbles it. Spins. Puts up a floater over the front rim and in. Cody Geiger, a nice move. 5 in the quarter. 14 in the game for Geiger. Schweisgut goes to the line. DeLine drives baseline. Fouled by Yoakum. That's going to be 3 on Yoakum, and Kerr is going to check in for Brock Yoakum.
Republic fouls on number 2, Brock Yoakum is third, team's fourth.
14th foul on the Tigers. 1:24 left to go in the third. 38-27. Scoreboard going a little haywire. Flashing numbers there for a second. Inside, the ball is lost, but picked up by Borgia. Helfrich with a jumper, no good. Rebound to Beckemeyer. 11-point lead in the ball. Here comes Beckemeyer. No look pass to Dylan Ramsey off the left block and in. Ramsey with 4 in the quarter. A quick three-pointer away is short by Borgia. Rebound to Beckemeyer. Eckelkamp launched the 3. No good. 1 minute left to go in the third. 40-27 Tigers. Beckemeyer guarded by Schweisgut. Goes to Kerr, right wing. Kerr, one bounce. Goes to Geiger between the rings. Far side to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer looks inside instead of Smith top of the key. Dribbles down the left side of the lane. Little pull-up jumper from 8 feet. No good. Rebound pulled down by Borgia. That's Kevin Burke. Gets it off to Schweisgut. 40-27 Republic. 35 left here in the third quarter. DeLine has it guarded by Kerr. DeLine looks inside to Helfrich. Helfrich on the floor one time. Bodied up. Ramsey fouls him. Ramsey put a body on Helfrich and a foul call on the floor. 15 foul on Republic. Schweisgut will throw it in. Third foul on Ramsey. Schweisgut looking, gets it in on the right wing to Eckelkamp, puts up a jumper, no good, short, and a foul called against Borgia as Kenyon Smith had position and was pulled down. So Borgia fouled Smith from behind and can't get a bucket. And Schweisgut commits his second foul, and the Tigers have it with 20 seconds left to go in the quarter, leading by 13. Kenyon Smith goes to Kerr. Smith, Kerr, Ramsey, Beckemeyer, and Geiger on the floor for the Tigers. Kerr hands it to Beckemeyer. 7 seconds left. Needs to go. 5 seconds left. Around a pick. Puts up a three. No good. Short. And rebound by Helfrich, and that ends the third quarter. So 8 minutes of basketball left to go. The Tigers look to punch a return ticket to Columbia, and they've only got to hold on. They lead it by 13, 40-27. Back with more after this. Crossbreed holsters are handmade in the USA, and they come with a lifetime warranty and a 2-week try-it-free guarantee. Check them out online at crossbreedholsters.com. At Bear's All-American Sports Grill, we guarantee you'll never leave hungry. 50 different burgers, 21 wing sauces, rattle-your-soul appetizers, and 4 full pages of tantalizing American fare will toast your hankering for a good meal. That's Bear's All-American Sports Grill in Republic. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Teamwork always pays, whether you're on or off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Online and mobile banking, home and commercial loans, insurance, investments, business services, and more. Talk to Renee Rogers in Republic for more information or visit them on the web at empirebank.com. All right, 1 quarter to go. The Tigers have the ball, leading 40-27. They outscored Borgia 13-9 in the third. And we'll try to build on that lead here. They go to Yoakum in the corner, bounce pass to Geiger. Shot fake, turns around, and is fouled. He put it on the floor and tried to fake a shot. Went up, got the defense up, but then was hacked as he turned around. They say not a shooting foul. And the foul goes against Helfrich, his second. And now the officials are going to say it was a shooting foul. So the Borgia fan's not going to be happy with that. I don't know if he was getting ready to shoot or not. He had the ball down low. He was coming up with it, but I don't know whether he was planning to shoot. He was hacked pretty hard, so he really may have been planning to shoot, and the first free throw is good. 15 points now for Cody Geiger to lead all scorers. 9 for Yoakum, 7 for Beckemeyer. Next free throw is good. 16 points. DeLine has 10 for Borgia. They trail by 15 now, 42-27. Right side to the line for Borgia. Dribbles to the top of the key. Gets it off to Kleekamp. Kleekamp goes top of the key now to Schweisgut. Ball above the head by Schweisgut, guarded by Smith. Comes near side to DeLine. DeLine around a pick. Spin move. Gets free. Puts up a three. No good. Short. Tracking down the rebound is Borgia, but they throw it right to Canyon Smith. Tigers have it back. They go to Beckemeyer, right wing. And they're in the half-court set. They go to Yoakum. They're going to take a little time here. 7 minutes left to go. The Tigers trying to get back to Columbia for the second straight year and the third time in 5 years. Beckemeyer goes to Smith. Left open from three. Hits it! Hit the front iron and bounced high in the air, and you can hear the pause where nothing was happening. But Smith with his first three. DeLine drives left baseline, gives it up, top of the key to Schweisgut. And now they go to Adam Meyer. Meyer throws it away. Well, now tracked down. Good play by Kleekamp. He had to hustle after it. Almost threw it out of bounds, but Kleekamp ran after it. They go to the line, right wing. Three-pointer is up, rattles around, won't go. Follow by Joe Helfrich. Helfrich was there to pick up the junk and put it back in, and it's 45-29. Across the timeline comes Beckemeyer, guarded by Schweisgut. 6:18 left to go in the game. Canyon Smith to Geiger. Geiger fouled on the inside, and Adam Meyer is going to get called for the foul. On the floor, Tigers will inbound on the baseline. Second foul on Adam Meyer. Beckemeyer to throw it in. Right of the bucket. Gets it into Yoakum. Thinks about a three. Decides not to. And pulls it back out. Tigers will run a little clock. Just over 6 left to go in the game. Leading by 16. Geiger to Yoakum. Yoakum on the left wing to Smith. Smith thinks about a three. Dribbles right side. Goes right down the lane. Misses a shot. Kind of floated it up underhanded and shot it too hard, and Borgia with a rebound. Tipped away by Beckemeyer, out of bounds, stays with Borgia. Beckemeyer got a hand on the pass, slowed things down, and Borgia will have to get back in the half-court set. Borgia with only 29 points, and we are nearly midway through the fourth. Great defense by the Tigers. DeLine has it, gets it to Schweisgut. Schweisgut dribbles at the free throw line, spins on Smith, goes off to DeLine. DeLine working on Yoakum, and they're going to call Yoakum for a block. I don't know what Yoakum could have done. He stayed in front of him, had his hands up in the air, but they call him for a block. And that's 4 fouls on Yoakum. Jordan Kerr checks in. Inbounding right of the bucket is Borgia. They get into Helfrich. Little fadeaway jumper is good. Nice soft touch by Helfrich. He's got 12, and it's down to a 14-point lead for the Tigers. 5:26 left to go, and across half court, a timeout called by Trevor Fisher. It's going to be a short one, so we'll keep it right here. Tigers lead at 45-31, trying to win their 24th game of the year and trying to earn their way back to Columbia to the state semifinals. In 2010, the Tigers went and finished fourth. Last year, of course, they went and won the state championship. And they are defending state champions, and they are still alive. So maybe it's a good year for black and orange teams to win back-to-back state titles. Walnut Grove, the black and orange, won Class 1's girls state title earlier today. And the Tigers will try to go to Columbia and defend their title as well. Beckemeyer takes the pass from Kerr inside and goes right at the hoop and scores. Beckemeyer was wide open. 47-31 Tigers. Kleekamp has it, gets it off to Schweisgut. Schweisgut dribbles to the free throw line, picks it up, goes to Eckelkamp. Eckelkamp puts up a wild three, leaves it short. Kerr with a rebound, and a foul called on the inside. Not sure who that's going to go against. They may have said that Kerr pushed off.
The Republic foul is on number 3.
Nope, they're going to call Hoffman. That's his second foul, and so 1-1 coming up. Tigers had gotten the stop, but on the battle for the rebound, the foul committed by Hoffman. 16-point lead for the Tigers. Now it's 15, as the first free throw is up and good for Helfrich. And he's got 13 to lead Borgia. Helfrich a senior, DeLine a senior, Schweisguth a senior for these Knights. Next free throw is up and good. 6 points in the quarter, 14 in the game, and full court pressure from Borgia. Inbound to Geiger in the backcourt. He bounces it to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer stop and go dribble, tries to get around a double team. He's bumped, and now finally a foul. Hoffman was wide open beyond all the defenders, and Beckemeyer threw it to him, but after the foul had been called. Adam Meyer commits his third foul.
Checking in for Borgia, number 30, Luke DeLine.
DeLine checks back in for Borgia after a brief breather on the bench. And Smith inbounds to Kerr in the backcourt. Kerr dribbles against Eckelkamp, gets it off to Beckemeyer, who crosses the timeline. 4:47 left to go. Tigers leading 47-33. Still haven't lost to a Class 4 team all year. Beckemeyer has it left wing, goes to Smith, top of the key, swings it to Kerr, near side. Kerr bounces it to Geiger. Goes to Smith in front of the Tiger bench, bounces it to Beckemeyer, top of the key. Running clock, down to 4:25 left to go. Kerr backs it out, gets it to Hoffman. Hoffman near half court, lobs it down in the corner to Beckemeyer. Has to track it down, he does, pulls it back out on the dribble. And the Tigers have it down almost to the midway point here of the fourth. Beckemeyer dribbles to the free throw line and backs it out again. Smith open from 3, passes up the shot. Back to Beckemeyer. They're going to make Borgia do something. Borgia's not been able to force many turnovers in the half court. Now a foul up top as Kleekamp reaches in on Beckemeyer. Still not in the bonus, so the Tigers will throw it in again. And Beckemeyer looks like he needs a breather. Borgia's going to call a timeout. 3:59 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers lead it by 14, 47-33. We'll be back with more after this break. Flea, tick, and heartworm season is upon us. Is your pet protected? Come see us at Republic Animal Hospital for personalized treatment plans. Now open next to McAllister's in Republic. That's Republic Animal Hospital. Yoakum Automotive has been a staple in Republic since 1986. They're a full-service repair facility. They have shuttle service if you need to get to work, and they're now offering $5 off an oil change if the Tigers win tonight. Just mention the Tiger discount when you go in. You can find them online at yoakumautomotive.com. Well, 4 minutes away from the state semifinals, the Tigers in control here in Bolivar, leading 47-33. If you just joined us, this has been what I would call a workmanlike performance by the Tigers. Not a lot of flash. They haven't gone on any big runs, but they led 17-7 after the first quarter. They led 27-18 at half. They led 40-27 coming into this last quarter, and now just running some clock and forcing Borgia to foul, and that's what they do. Kerr is fouled, and that's the 17th foul, and so now Kerr is going to shoot 1-and-1. Eckelkamp commits the foul, his second personal, and Jordan Kerr goes to the line. Sends the first one on its way, rattles around and falls down. Almost bounced out, but it stayed in. So Kerr with his first point of the night. And he's got one more coming up. Misses it, and Borgia with a rebound. 3:55 left to go. Borgia's going to have to hurry. Bounce it down low, and then they swing it around back out to DeLine. DeLine misses a three. Ball is tipped in the air. Geiger controls it. Geiger pulls it down, gets it to Beckemeyer. 3:40 left to go. Ramsey and Yoakum set the check back in at the next stoppage in play. Kerr bounces it to Geiger, comes to Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer to Smith. Smith throws it over to Kerr. Kerr dribbles one time, goes to Hoffman, swings it to Smith. Smith to Beckemeyer, holds the ball on his hip. 3:16 left to go. Tigers looking to return again to Columbia. And a foul call on the far side, and Kerr's going to go to the line again.
Number 14, Walton Eckelkamp, his third, team's 8. Jordan Kerr is the line.
So a couple more fouls, and it'll be the double bonus with 2 free throws each time for Republic. What a season for the Tigers. Kerr shoots the first one and hits it. Nothing but net for Kerr on that one. He's got 2 points. And the Tigers back off and let Borgia have the rebound if there's a miss.
Borgia, number 34, Breckenkamp.
Breckenkamp checks in, and Kleekamp checks out. Next free throw is up, and no good. Fell off the front iron. 16-point lead for the Tigers. Here comes DeLine. DeLine bounces it to Schweisgut, dribbles to the free throw line, picks it up, goes to the line right side. DeLine dribbles inside, double pump, and he's charging. Oh, he charges. I did not even see Ramsey standing there. I thought he got fouled from behind. Thought it was going to be a shooting foul. But instead, they say DeLine ran over Ramsey. Ramsey was camped out in the lane so long I didn't even see him moving. And he got run over. So DeLine commits his second foul. Tigers have it back. 3:01 left. And a long pass to Smith across half court. Smith just holds on to it instead of attacking the bucket. Gets it to Beckemeyer. They're going to run clock. Tigers. Geiger. Geiger down low to Beckemeyer. Wide open. Hits the layup. Beckemeyer has 11, and it's 51-33, and the Tigers in a blowout. They are going to return to Columbia with a vengeance. Schweisgut spins in the lane, double pump off the glass and in.
Number 23, Zach
Schweisgut not giving up. He's got 8 points. And it's a 16-point lead for the Tigers, inbound to Beckemeyer. And he's fouled. So we'll walk to the other end.
Borgia fouls on number 34, Tyler Breckenkamp, his first team's 10.
Breckenkamp
Checking in
commits the
for
foul.
number 5, Dylan Ramsey, or Borgia number 10, Jacob Nyer. Dylan Beckmeyer's line, shooting 2.
Beckemeyer shoots 2 free throws coming up. Tigers will face the winner of Normandy and Jefferson City Helias. Beckemeyer hits the free throw. 17-point lead. So Normandy, the team that the Tigers knocked off last year in the state championship game, if they can beat Helias, they would be back and get a rematch. And a long three bounces around and goes down. Breckenkamp. And now down at the other end, Geiger gets loose and jams it home. A two-handed slam for Geiger. Quick three away, no good. Helfrich with a rebound and a foul called inside. Geiger ignites the Republic crowd.
Republic foul is on number 5, Dylan Ramsey, his 4th team set. Checking in for Republic, number 15, George Borgia. Number 24, Clayton Moss. Joseph Helfrich in the line.
So Helfrich was fouled, and he'll shoot free throws. I was looking down to write down the previous bucket, and Geiger got loose so fast, I almost didn't look up in time. I heard the crowd start to yell, so I knew something was happening. I looked up, and he was loose on his way to the bucket. He threw it down with 2 hands. Helfrich hits the free throw. It's 55-39 Tigers, 2:02 left to go. Next one is up, no good, short. Beckemeyer with a rebound. Under 2 minutes left. Smith has it on the far sideline. Dribbles, gets it off to Yoakum. Yoakum harassed out front, bounces it down low to Kerr, off of Kerr's fingertips, out of bounds. And Yoakum tried to do too much there. Ramsey's going to check back in. And checking out is Kerr.
Number 5, Dylan Ramsey.
Borgia with 1:46 left will try to get a quick score. 55-39, the Tigers lead. They go down in the corner, and then they swing it back. And go far sideline to DeLine. DeLine puts up a three and hits it. So DeLine has 13 points. Beckemeyer pushed as he takes the inbound pass and walked to the other end again. 13-point lead for the Tigers. 1.5 minutes left.
The Borgia fouls on number 10, Jacob Nyer. That's his 2nd.
Jacob Nyer commits the foul, his 2nd personal, and Beckemeyer shoots 2. Trying to build on a 13-point lead. Free throw is up and good for Beckemeyer. Beckemeyer with 13 points.
For Borgia, number 40, Spencer Turgan. And number 55, Alex Levine.
Next free throw is off, and it's 56-42. A quick three-pointer away by Borgia off the back iron. Kerr with a rebound, and Kerr's going to pull it back out, stay in the backcourt, bounces it to Yoakum. Borgia just grabbing it. The first kid that's halfway open at the three-point arc is firing it up, and they can hit from out there, but they're not going to hit that many. 56-42. Tigers with the lead. Canyon Smith dribbles out near half court. And Borgia looks like they've backed up and won't foul. So down to 1 minute left. Beckemeyer dribbles against Jacob Nyer, drives in, and is fouled by Nyer. 2 more free throws coming up for Dylan Beckemeyer.
Number 10, Jacob Nyer, his 3rd.
Nyer commits his 3rd.
Line, shooting 2.
Beckemeyer dribbles it 3 times, spins it in his hand, and leaves it short. And another one coming up.
The lineup for Borgia, number 33, Trey Hunter.
Spins the ball, sends the next one on its way, good. So Beckemeyer with 7 in the quarter and 14 in the game, and it's 57-42. Republic with a 15-point lead. 48 seconds left. Borgia's Trey Hunter has it, gets it off to Breckenkamp, and they spin and go far side to Hunter. Hunter dumps it down low. Shot off the glass is no good. The follow by Alex Movila is good.
55, Alex Movila.
And Movila hits the shot. 57-44. Timeout called by Republic.
Line change for Republic.
Tiger fans on their feet. New lineup: Corey Lafferty, Tim Brazil, Josh Vaughn, Cole Hurst, and Dakota Fortner. And the Tigers are going to run down the clock and go back to Columbia. Josh Vaughn has it right side. Dribbles between a couple of defenders, bounces it to Hurst. He holds on to the ball. Back to Vaughn. Tigers celebrating. 8 seconds left. Cole Hurst holds the ball as time winds down. And the Tigers go back to the Final Four.
Borgia, 44. Republic advances to the semifinals next weekend in Columbia at the University of Missouri.
Republic advances to Columbia for a second straight year. They dominate today against Borgia. Workmanlike performance. They win it 57-44. What a game. After they jumped out ahead by 10, Borgia made it close in the second quarter, but after that, it was really all Republic as they were in control pretty much the whole way. And they win it by 13, 57-44. We're going to try to get Trevor Fisher up here to talk. And so I'm going to kind of hold on and see if he can get up here after he talks to his team in the locker room. The Tigers will be advancing. Not a sweep for Republic as the Lady Tigers lost the heartbreaker by 4, 49-45 to Marshfield earlier today. But the boys make sure that Republic has a representative in the Final Four. I'm going to have game wrap up. I'll have scoring and hopefully have Trevor Fisher, but I'm going to take a break for now. 57-44 the final. Tigers move on to the semifinals. Back with more after this. CNH Plants has a full line of bedding plants, vegetable starts, garden seed, hanging baskets, a huge selection of perennials, and roses, including knockouts. On PP Highway, just west of Republic, you'll find Sherry there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. Also at the Battlefield Mall Farmers Market on Saturdays. Travel agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore can make your dreams come true through the world of travel. She has expertise for all travel, so let her book your next family vacation. Call her at 417-484-8369 or click the link to her Facebook page on my website while you're listening for more information. Severe storm season is coming soon, and Family Safe Storm Shelters is the industry leader when it comes to protecting your family against the elements. For peace of mind, there's still time to call Family Safe Storm Shelters in Republic at 732-SAFE or online at familysafemo.com. Back in Bolivar, your Republic Tigers are headed back to Columbia. They win in workmanlike fashion over St. Francis Borgia. They knocked the Knights out for a second straight year in the quarterfinal round. They win at 57-44. They led 17-7 after one quarter. It was 27-18 after two, 40-27 after three quarters, and they win it again. 57-44 is the final. Individual scoring, it was Helfrich with 15 points to lead the Knights. Luke DeLine had 13, 8 for Schweisguth, 3 for Breckenkamp, 2 for Movila, 2 for Eckelkamp, and 1 for Adam Meyer. And Eckelkamp the key, averaging 12.2 a game. The sophomore held to only 2 points. He had 1 bucket in the third quarter, and that was all he had. Tigers defense really cracked down on him, and they give up only 44 points to Borgia today in a great effort. Cody Geiger, as he's done all season, leads the way for Republic. He had 18 points, 14 for Dylan Beckemeyer, 9 points for Brock Yoakum, 4 for Hoffman, 4 for Ramsey, 5 for Canyon Smith, and 2 for Jordan Kerr. We talked about in the first half, Canyon Smith only had the 2 points going into the halftime break. Well, he only had 3 points. Let's scratch that because he had, he only had 3 on a 3-pointer in the fourth quarter. So Smith only ends with 5, and still the Tigers managed to pull out a relatively easy victory here, 57-44. Roger Wheeler was down on the sideline, and I'm going to ask him, we're going to try, he says Trevor Fisher is planning to come up at some point, so we're going to keep it right here, and I'll talk to Roger about what he saw. I think we used the word workmanlike at halftime, and that still applies as you get to the end of the game.
Yeah, they just played their game. They found a way to work the ball and run their offense and very workmanlike, and that's how you get yourself to the Final Four.
I don't think there's any doubt who was a better team. I mean, Republic didn't even, that was not their best game, but it was not ever really in doubt beyond. There was a little run in the second quarter where Borgia looked like they might make a game of it, but boy, it was Tigers were in control.
Yeah, the only negative thing I'll throw out there if I saw anything was their free throw shooting. And I don't know what their numbers were, but I know it wasn't as high as Coach Fisher will want it to be. So, yeah, he's supposed to work his way up here. He was going to talk to the team and then come your way.
Okay, good. Well, we'd like to take a look at the brackets I mentioned while the game was still going on, but could be interesting. Probably is going to be Helias out of Jefferson City, that'll be interesting for me because I did Helias broadcast when I was in Jeff City for a long time. So if that happens, that'll be interesting on my end. Will be interesting for everybody else if the other thing happens and Normandy knocks off Helias. And now Roger's looking at his scores, and it looks like Helias leads Normandy 17-9 after 1 quarter. So not sure what will happen the rest of the way. Looking at records, it'll be Helias. Helias 21-7, Normandy 16-13. But that would be a rematch of last year's state championship game if Republic gets Normandy in the semifinals. So that would be really something for both those teams to get back. Other half of the bracket, I'll go ahead and take a look at that. Farmington and Bayless are playing tonight at 7:45 in one of the quarterfinals on the other half of the bracket. And the other quarterfinal is Grandview and Lafayette. So Farmington at 20-9, Bayless at 19-9. Bayless got past Afton to get to the quarterfinals. Grandview took overtime to beat Harrisonville and get into the quarterfinals. They're 23-5, and Lafayette 23-4. So bracket, looking pretty good for the Tigers as they've got Helias or Normandy. Helias with 7 losses and Normandy with 13 losses. Of course, Normandy would have a chip on their shoulder as they go into that one, trying to get revenge in the state semifinals. But didn't seem to work for Borgia today, as they should have had a chip on their shoulder and just couldn't do anything. I think Borgia's not as good as they were last year, and there have been flashes this year where Republic has actually played better this year than they did last year, which I thought, you win a state championship, you don't expect that to happen, but certainly this team at least just as good as last year.
They have shown that they are just as good. I think when the season began, maybe even in the off season, people didn't expect them to be quite as good, but they have shown throughout the season that they deserve to be that number 1 Class 4 team, and the number 1 ranked team going into Columbia next week. They'll be the ones with the targets on their back this year.
Yeah, that'll be interesting too. It'll be a whole different atmosphere as the Tigers return to Columbia for a second straight season. Still waiting for Trevor Fisher to matriculate his way up from the locker room, and so we're going to take a break. But stick around. We're going to try and talk to him after this. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, we help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Mid-Missouri Bank is currently offering a 1% money market account. That's the highest rate in the area, so you'll want to go in and check it out. Mid-Missouri Bank at the corner of Hines and Highway 60 in Republic. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it, with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel has more than 20 chicks to choose from, including their basketball chick. You can stock up for the rest of the playoffs or even stock up for next year. And if you enter the code REPUBLIC at runningchicks.com, you get 10% off your order of shorts, shirts, hoodies, and more. Life is a race. Be comfortable. Well, the Tigers still milling around on the court. They've come out of the locker room, and here's Trevor Fisher coming up for some post-game comments. We use the word workmanlike to describe that game. Maybe the outcome was in doubt at times, but you always, for the most part, seemed to be in control.
Yeah, there was no doubt about it. Our defensive effort is what was the key tonight, holding Eckelkamp at 2 points. 30 got away from us a couple times, but for the most part, we were in tune with what we wanted to do on the defensive end, and we rebounded pretty well and made enough shots on the offensive end. So proud of our kids, how they came back after a poor defensive performance on Wednesday, the way they played tonight.
You got a couple of quick threes from Beckemeyer, and that kind of loosened things up on the inside, I thought.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Anytime you can make shots early, especially threes, that gets the weight off everyone's shoulder. And like you mentioned, it opened up the middle a little bit for Cody to get in there and to attack. So, a great start offensively, but most importantly, defensively.
Going back to Columbia, getting used to this.
Yeah, well, I've learned you never take it for granted. I know this is the second time in 2 years, but you never know when you're going to get back. So you got to cherish it. You got to enjoy the experience. But at the same time, we're going up there to win 2 games. We're not just satisfied to get up there again. We want to finish it off.
Is that a different attitude in the locker room? I mean, I don't know. Last year, was there a little bit of we made it to Columbia, and maybe this year there's less of that?
Yeah, I think a little bit. This group of seniors is very driven. We really haven't talked about the whole state thing this year. We've done a good job of not even worrying about that. We haven't talked about last year, but I'm sure in the back of their minds it's something they've wanted to accomplish. And for them to come through and play with toughness today, it was really a positive to see.
You've got either Normandy, which would be interesting, or you've got Helias. I think Helias was leading after one, like 17-9. You know anything about either one of those teams? I mean, Normandy, obviously, what they have back.
No, I really don't. I know Normandy had a couple guys that transferred out and then had some seniors last year. And then Helias, we couldn't tell you anything about them. I think they played in the Bolivar tournament about the same time we played in the Rogersville tournament. So we should be able to get some sort of scouting report on them and start preparing for those guys on Monday.
What's the plan for this week?
We'll take tomorrow off, Sunday, and then come back Monday. We do have school. I know the kids weren't real happy about that, but
unless it snows.
Yes, well, you never know at this point in time, but we'll have 3 good days of practice, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm not exactly sure on our schedule when we're going up and all that stuff, but we'll get all that figured out.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tigers win it 57-44 over St. Francis Borgia, and they are going back to Columbia for a second straight year. Great season continues, and a great season ends for the Lady Tigers as they lose by 4 to Marshfield in their quarterfinal. But the Tigers will carry the black and orange banner up to Columbia for the state semifinals later this week. I'll have a full wrap-up of everything that happened today, photos, video, and more, and then a preview coming up as the week goes on of the Final Four and the other teams that will be squaring off for a Class 4 state championship as the Tigers return for a second straight year. Once again, the final, 57-44, Republic over Borgia. Thanks for listening to Republic Tiger Sports. You've been listening to Republic Tiger Sports Playoff Basketball. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by CNH Plants. Open for the spring on April 9th. Family Safe Storm Shelter. For peace of mind, call Family Safe. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. Agent Carla Stotts at Destinations to Explore, making your dreams come true through the world of travel. Mid-Missouri Bank, featuring their no-wait debit card. Chris Yoakum, State Farm Insurance. Get to a better state. Crossbreed Holsters. Empire Bank. Teamwork pays on and off the field, and that's what Empire Bank gives you every time. Sequiota Fitness, now offering specialized high school athlete training. Running Chicks Athletic Apparel. Life is a race. Be comfortable. And by Bears All-American Sports Grill. We guarantee you'll never leave hungry. Thanks for listening to Republic Tiger Sports Playoff Basketball. You can find more on tonight's game and much more at republictigersports.com.